This episode is sponsored by Moonlight Liquor, located 265 North Moonlight Road, Gardner, Kansas. Open Sundays from noon to 8 p.m., Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Moonlight Liquor is the biggest around with a square footage of 10,000 feet. They carry 48 cooler doors full of domestic and imported beer, a huge craft selection, including local breweries, also accessible through the walk-in cooler. They carry a wide selection of domestic and imported wines, including local wineries and an organic and sustainable wine selection. And of course, a massive selection of spirits and liqueurs.
And for you cigar fans, like myself, Moonlight Liquor has a walk-in humidor that carries a nice variety of over 30 cigar brands. With that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast. Son, you good?
Yeah.
You stay here all day?
No, I came in kind of late because I knew we were going to be here shooting podcasts. So on days that we do, I come in later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you thought you were going to shoot one today?
Well, we are shooting one now. So I mean,
Well, okay.
I mean, I'm still had to be here either ways.
Yeah, but okay, but I thought you were going to shoot one earlier.
No, I had some other stuff to work on too. I had to make a little commercial.
Okay. Chris, we look good on the camera, on the screen?
Yep.
Yeah, man on the wheels still.
Still.
Yeah, it's my DJ. Go DJ. It's your birthday. Nah, it's not your birthday. Real quick, I was listening to a podcast earlier today.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what, I just happened to stop. It was comedians or something, and they started talking about bologna, right?
Okay.
So is it bologna or is it Bologna?
Bologna.
You call it Bologna.
Well, the spelling is spelled like Bologna, but the pronunciation is bologna.
It's bullshit, bologna?
What do you mean it's bullshit?
What do you
bologna?
mean you said it's bologna? What do you mean? Or it's literally bologna.
Oh, I see what you're saying because you said the joke was, I said the pronunciation is bologna. Yeah.
Bologna.
Yes.
Bologna.
Bologna.
So, Chris,
B-O-L-O-G.
Chris, you familiar with bologna?
N-I-A. Bologna.
I am. Do not bring up any stories about
No,
it.
this is what we're going to talk about.
No.
Okay, you were literally.
It's one of the funniest things in the world,
I
Chris.
know, so.
Shut up.
So, real quick. So bologna here in the States, right? Do you know what it's made of?
Like the leftovers of the proper
So
pizza
I mean, is it really leftovers or is it? I mean, they just. I don't know. I don't know if it's leftovers.
I wouldn't call it leftovers. More like just the unused pieces of meat that has already been cut.
Which is?
leftovers.
But which is what? What's it called? I mean, okay, so look. So it's just ground meat, which is a combination of pork, beef, chicken, and turkey. And I didn't know turkey was a part of that. But I used to hear it was like pig's ass and
Well, first of all,
donkey cheeks and shit like that.
I don't know about like donkey or those kind of animals, but like the ass of a pig is delicious.
Jesus.
A lot of meat is.
Sounds healthy.
It
Where the
is.
bacon comes from.
It's where the bacon comes from.
Well, yeah, no, that's true. But I mean, does the bologna taste like bacon?
I don't know.
I think it's like the cheeks of a pig. Yeah.
First of all, I haven't eaten bologna in like the past 10 years.
Yeah, that stopped after elementary school.
Yeah.
Or after your elementary? Yeah, because you're right. We don't buy bologna anymore.
No, now I remember when bologna used to have that little thin red film around the edge of it that you had to take off of the bologna. Yeah. Like now they don't have it. I never understood why they did that. Could you eat that?
No,
were you supposed to take it off?
You remember that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so remember because we used to peel it off, and then I would put that red piece in my mouth
and get the rest of the.
Try to get the bologna.
I never understood the reason
Chris,
why.
I think that bologna didn't have the.
His didn't. No.
Yeah, it was already stacked.
Poor man's
Bologna.
Poor man's meat.
Oh,
That's what they say.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay,
You
because
don't have it anymore because you moved up.
That's true because I would never be more embarrassed
Yeah,
on a school field trip than having to pull out a bologna sandwich. I'm like, I have bologna? No one.
No, but you know what?
I can't trade anybody anything with this. This is
Everybody
gross.
has turkey sandwiches. You got
I
bologna
got
sandwich.
bologna.
So bologna is originally from Italy.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's originally from Italy, and it's called mortadella is what they call this. We call it bologna. They call it mortadella. But the reason why we call it bologna is because we couldn't use that word. But it originated in a small town in Italy named Bologna or Bologna.
Bologna.
So Bologna, Italy. Yeah. And so the U.S., they said, okay, you know what? We're going to start. All right, what are we going to do with all this scrap shit that we still have? Let's start making our own mortadella, but let's call it bologna since it's come from Bologna, Italy.
They didn't put some mozzarella on their mozzarella.
No, and it's actually a sausage. It's not like a bologna. So over there they ask for, I need that sausage.
Yeah, bologna's
mozzarella.
bologna's like a turkey slice over there, but like bologna here, it's like a flat, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess. I don't know. I didn't see pictures.
You know, I
just saw what
either
what
way.
I just saw was just
I'm gonna have to ask my wife's family that.
yeah,
They're
that's
okay.
right.
The Italian.
They know.
Yeah, and then they're gonna just say Marty was so full of shit.
Yeah, I think
He's full of bologna.
full
of
bologna.
Full of bologna.
That story was bologna.
Yeah, I just thought they were talking about it, and so I kind of had to look it up a little bit. So, but what's funny is, so their bologna is made of ground pork, pork fat, wine, pistachios. How do you say that?
Pistachio.
Pistachio. Ah, fuck it.
I'm not Italian.
Pistachio, and a spice blend of different other spices.
Okay.
A spice blend, and then they put like salt, pepper, or cinnamon, or whatever they want to put.
Standard dressing.
Like a standard dressing. Good fellas. Good sense.
Good fellas.
Yeah. So
That's interesting.
is that interesting, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of bologna, so I have this story about my youngest son, Chris.
No, stop it.
Chris, let me say this.
Let's go.
You were 4 years old, 3 years old. So I'm sitting in my bedroom watching TV, and Christian comes in, and Christian was one who loved eating bologna, just out of the pack. That was his thing. Open the fridge,
we all
open the
did it.
crisper.
Mine was like cheese. I love just grabbing a Kraft American single and eating cheese. That was my thing.
So Chris would eat bologna a lot. I mean, he'd be done, and all of a sudden he'd have another one. So he was our bologna eater, which is why he's so full of bologna now.
Shut up.
And so I'm sitting there watching TV, and he comes in, casual, just walking with his bologna and holding it with two hands like it was a steering wheel. Comes walking in, and he's like trying to figure out where to put his slice of bologna.
Yeah.
Smack! All right on the door. And it sticks. You take a piece of bologna, it'll stick somewhere on black, whatever. Sticks it on the door. And I'm watching this, and he walks right into the restroom. Peace, I guess.
Yeah.
Comes right back out, washes his hands, peels the bologna right off, and it walks right out of the room. I was amazed.
At one time, weren't people throwing it at each other's faces to see if it would stick, like it sticks to the walls? I kind of remember seeing that like on a TikTok or something.
Well, okay, so
here recently
that was a thing.
What they were doing a lot
If
of
not, you
it
might
was
just
cheese.
started
They were
something.
doing a lot of times with cheese
Oh,
at
yeah,
first,
cheese,
and then they started being more exaggerated with it, where they literally would throw like part of like bologna and cheese. Like they made a whole sandwich on someone's head.
Somebody said.
Yeah,
That's funny. I've never seen that.
It does stick.
Yeah.
they threw them
I
at,
know that, but
at
the-
bald people's heads.
Yeah.
At the back of their heads.
That'd be spray painted black. Just put it right here. It'll stick. Look like I got here.
That's funny. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I've seen that TikTok, but anyway, and a funny story of Christian.
Oh, here we go.
These are
This
good.
is your episode today, bro.
So we were playing softball. So we were playing. When I was playing with Los Indios, right, the family team, and it was a Memorial Day weekend tournament up at Penn Valley. And so the tournament's going. Okay, we already come to an end. We were in the championship game like always. And right after the game, it was just weird because right after the game ended, the fireworks started at Memorial at the Memorial, right? And it's bad. Again, we're literally right under. I don't know if you remember this day.
I remember.
Yeah, I mean, you literally had to look straight up, and it was loud, and the paper was coming down, and it was just a cool thing, right? So I have Christian standing right in front of me, and I have my hands on his shoulders, and we're both just looking up because it was badass. And just out of nowhere, Christian looks up at me. So we're both looking at each other, and he says, "Fire does work."
What? I don't remember this at
And I was like, it blew my mind because I'm like, yes, it does. Fire does work because these were fireworks. And he said, fire does work.
I don't remember this at
Are
all.
you serious?
No.
I mean, I can't make this up, Chris. I mean,
I thought you were
got
going
the
to go
talent
somewhere
like a
different
dude.
with that.
but
I thought you said you were going to look up and a piece of bologna came down and hit you in the face. That's what
no, that would have been the double whammy right there with the stories. Or Chris could have been eating a piece of bologna while he looked up at me. And, whew. But, yeah, I just...
Fire does work.
Fire does work, Dad.
That's what a caveman would say, Chris.
Shut up.
Come on, he was like 3-4 years. But anyway, as we're getting ready to get into this podcast, special guest we have here, a really good buddy of mine, another brother to me. Grew up together, of course, on 15th Street. But he was up on the top of Ruby. I was down on the bottom, but we both lived on 15th Street.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or Franklin Center, actually.
Yeah.
That's where we
there
lived.
too.
That's where
yeah.
we lived.
Yeah. And, it goes from fireworks to this fireman who
works with fire?
who now puts it out.
You'd put that whole thing together perfectly.
Right. If it fit right together, right? How the fire.
Fireworks to fireman.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my buddy, Juan Olivas.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you're here, man. Of course, when I first started this, you were one of the first that popped up in my head. I was like, because this is what we're going to do. It's just bring up memories. I mean, I don't know how many podcasts are out there that do this. Am I the first? Probably not. But I like to bring up memories, and then this, your kids, your family, my kids, they see this, bringing family members in. You're like family to me, that.
Yep.
So yeah, it's awesome. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, I mean, it's been a long time coming.
We've known each other for what?
That's what I was gonna ask you. I
was in 5th grade, I think, when I met you.
5th grade.
So how old are you?
So because we went to school together,
Emerson.
Yeah. But I don't think we ever had classes together.
No, I think we met each other on the bus ride home. I think
Is that what it was?
that's kind of the memory.
Do you remember?
I have.
Okay.
And
Wait
then-
a minute. Met each other 5th grade, same grade, or just
Yeah.
as
And
Yeah, but I don't think we were in the same class.
no, who was your 5th grade teacher? You don't remember? You know what's crazy is I can remember all my teachers. I mean, I get in trouble because I don't remember what we did a couple of days ago, because I'm blaming that on my brain, my age, my concussions, but yet I remember. I mean, I can literally start from kindergarten because I didn't go to preschool, kindergarten to. I mean, of course, high school we had a bunch of different teachers, and some of the ones in Argentine or middle school, right?
That's crazy.
Because
I
you
don't
went went to Argentine.
Yes.
And then
I
you
probably
went
don't remember the name because I wasn't a great student.
No, you know what?
I don't know.
No, you were a smart kid though. You were smart.
Maybe smart ass.
No, you were smarter than me. I know that. I mean, there was times that I used your help.
Yeah. There's only one teacher I ever remember, and Miss Kupke. Do you remember her?
Oh yeah, because no, I didn't have her.
She was my math teacher.
Yeah,
She's the one that kind of
wasn't she
made.
a flirty teacher though? Wasn't she? Okay.
She's kind of the one that kind of made the light bulb clip for me. But yeah, she was kind of
kind of
She
flirty?
was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I mean, you can if you wanted, you could probably walk by and smack her in her ass if you wanted to, and it'd be okay,
She'd
and
be cool with it.
Yeah.
I think one time she wrestled me in the classroom.
Oh shit! Okay, here we go.
Let's get started. Let's go.
You wrestled
Yeah,
with her.
I remember her wrestling me, throwing me down, and all of a sudden straddling me. Not like here, like right here. And I'm looking, what the hell? What's going on here? I need to run. But that's the only teacher I remember. I don't remember anybody else.
And how did you forget?
How could you forget a moment like that?
Exactly.
That's blocked everything else
Well, she
out.
also kind of made me change my study habits. She helped me a lot in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, what she did, she tricked you.
I think so.
She says she flirted with you. That way you come in, hey, can I get some extra help after school?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm trying to get a little extra credit here. And you ended up actually learning.
I did learn. Yes.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you know this about me, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it was like this in your household growing up. But Spanish was your first language, correct?
Absolutely.
It was your
Only
first
language at home.
It was your only language
At home.
at home.
Yeah.
So I mean, okay? So it's funny, and like I said, you may not know this, but it was also mine.
Yeah.
You know, Spanish was my first language. And then, of course, when you start school, but I don't remember picking up the language.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it just flows right in.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know if you remember, like, trying to learn the language.
Trying to learn Spanish or
English. No, English.
I do not remember.
Yeah, see?
No. But I do, I mean, our whole lives at home, it was strictly Spanish.
Yeah.
Even when we were older in high school, we'd sit around
Yeah,
the dinner
and it was
table
still.
and we would start speaking English to each other, and my mom would be right away.
Right. And you know what? And
pendejos. Aquí no.
And it was very intimidating for me when I would go over to your house. And I know especially for Steven, because Steven couldn't even understand.
Oh, yeah.
He couldn't understand Spanish. I couldn't understand it. And your mom would just look at me and she talked to me and she'd just look at me like, okay, I'm waiting for you to answer this, you know. And I would try my best and she would help me out. And, you know, so it was just, but yeah, very intimidating. Where a lot of yes, no, see, no.
See, no.
Know, yeah, you know. Yeah. So yeah,
you know, grandma does that a lot still. Like even when I talk to her, she'll just at some point I'm talking to her, she'll just switch to Spanish, and I'm just kind of looking at her. She's looking back at me. I'm like
Spanglish.
Grandma.
The Spanglish. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like, do you talk to your siblings Spanish? Do you guys use Spanish? Do you guys?
Yeah, we do sometimes. Yeah.
Like that's good.
When I talk to my dad, it's all Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even with your dad, I speak Spanish to him.
Sometimes because even now I feel like I forget it. Like
Really?
When he talks to me, I'm like, "What the fuck did he just say?" Or slow down a little bit.
Really?
Like, no. It's like, hey, listen, you guys. They'll tell a joke, and everybody's cracking up, and I'm sitting there going, start over again.
Try. You know what?
And go.
Jokes are hard though. I mean, but jokes in Spanish are funny.
Yeah.
If you get it.
Yeah, if you get it.
You know, because I mean,
why? What's the difference? Why would a joke in Spanish be funnier than a joke in English?
Because it's the way it's said.
The delivery.
The delivery.
Yeah, the way it's delivered, and then, or the way it's said, and then the punchline, the way it's delivered. I mean, you if you like listen to, what is it, 1340? What's that? There's a comedian that has his own radio station. Bulin or something like I don't. I try to listen to their jokes and I pick up a word here, and then they laugh, and I'm like, damn, I just missed that joke. You know, like you just said.
I hate it when I go to Mexico and all my family's together and they're all just cracking up, and me and my siblings are like,
oh, really?
Like, what's so funny?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of feel like the way that jokes are told in Spanish are a lot different than like English, because in English, like you could have the same monotone the entire time you're telling a joke because you're supposed to get it. But I feel like in Spanish, like they see the joke and they go, like they'll say it real loud.
It's not Middle Eastern.
Whatever.
Okay. They're way more animated.
Yeah.
They get, over the top. Yeah.
That's interesting. So, like, who would you say was, okay, so you said, I mean, you and I, we became friends 5th grade. Like, who was the first friend you had, though?
Man, I mean, it's you and Steve. I can't remember
but like
who I met first.
Yeah, I mean,
because I came through when I grew up.
Elementary.
I grew up.
You can't remember your first Juan?
I can't remember my first Juan, bro. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of Juan. Yeah, that's the first Juan. Yeah. I grew up in the West Side.
Okay.
So we moved over to Kansas, to Argentine, 5th grade. I didn't know anybody.
So where did?
And I want to remember it was like toward the end of the year. My parents just picked me up and said, "We're going here, and you're going to go to this school." And I
so then you started at Emerson 5th grade,
correct.
And you were at what school did you go to in Missouri? Do you remember?
Douglas, if I remember the name of that school.
Douglas.
Really?
I think the name of the school is Douglas. It's now apartments over off of South.
Dang.
No. It's
so they
Sacred
turned
Heart
the
Church.
school into apartments, or they knocked the school down and put up apartments.
No, they turned the school into apartments.
No way.
That's weird.
Fancy.
That's cool. I mean,
it's actually nice. It looks real nice.
I know. I'm like the layout of a school turned into like an apartment.
And then they have their own gym.
Yeah.
Oh,
Basketball court
already. Yeah. Basketball
wow,
court.
that's
They got their own
And
playground.
of course, in the elementary schools, the gyms are smaller, but still, it's a gym. It's a cafeteria, a gym.
It's your whole.
So that's what we had at Emerson.
That is interesting.
Yeah. So
Damn, I've known you forever.
For a long time.
Yeah, I've known you for 40 years plus, and just finding
Well,
out today that 5th
How old
grade.
are you in the 5th grade? 10?
God, I hate when
In 5th grade.
We tried to do this in other episodes, and my math is horrible.
I'm gonna say around 10.
So
Right? 9, 10. So I've known you for.
Yeah.
I'm
I guess.
I'm 41. How old are you?
You ain't okay. Then I'm 42. I was gonna say you ain't. Okay, I got you. I'm 42. Juan's 41.
I guess.
So we were born in the 80s.
You gotta think of it as 6 years from how old you are. So like if you're 18 in the 12th grade, so then just add on. So in the 5th grade, you're 11.
10, 11. So I've known you for 40 years, bro.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
40 years. So I hope you got a lot of hours because we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we got time. We can go through this. Yeah. So yep. Sports you played as a kid?
Soccer.
That was it.
I mean,
Pretty much.
I played baseball. I played a little bit of baseball.
Well, remember because I got you involved in our little league team.
Yep. Played some baseball.
Because I remember.
Played football.
Yeah.
Remember
Okay.
we played
We'll
football
talk
together?
about that.
Quarterbacks.
Yep.
Wasn't very good at it. I was 4'2". Played about $110.
Yeah. So as far as the little league baseball, because I knew you were a soccer player and you played for Udinese.
Yeah, damn, you remember.
See,
Wow.
Well, dude, I remember that because
All my shirt. All my
yes,
shirts said
all your
Udinese.
damn shirts
Everything
you
I
wore.
said
You had a shirt every color. I mean, one day he'd have a black Udinese, then blue, then red, then green, then yellow, then white, and they said the same thing on it. Did it even have a number on it?
I don't even remember. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that
but
you
it's
remember that.
yeah. See, I remember that because I was like, where can I get a shirt like that? Oh shit, I got to play soccer. So then, speaking of the soccer, I remember your dad. I don't know if he was coaching or he was trying to recruit for your guys' team, and he knew we were friends. And he said, "Hey, do you play soccer?" And I'm like, "No." He says, "You want to learn?" And I was like, "Well, I guess I can." But I said, I'm not very good. And he goes, "It's okay." He said, "We can use you as a goalie."
Yeah.
He said, "You're thick. You're nice and thick. That's where the goalies go."
got long-
Yeah, you got the long arms and you're thick. And I was like, "Damn, kinda, he's called me fat, man."
I want you to be a wall in there.
Want to
be
be
a
a
wall.
You don't need to run very much.
Did you say something, Chris?
Stay in this box.
No,
and don't
Siri
move.
said something.
Oh man, I thought Chris said that.
That was weird.
Yeah, I know that was.
Oh, that just blows my mind that you remembered.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't said that, and I would have had to think about it.
What's that? The
The
Udinese?
club team I played.
The club team. Is that the only club team you played for?
Pretty much, yeah. That's back before. Like now, there's hundreds. I don't know how many clubs there are here. There's
Right.
a lot.
Yeah, and
Back in
and
the
we've
day,
learned,
There were not very many clubs.
Yeah, and did all your boys play soccer?
No, just the only one that really took on soccer was just one of them, Diego.
Really, Diego's really
Vila played football. Carlos swam,
okay.
swimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Benny's in the boxing. He
Yeah.
does boxing with Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa basketball, and Sammy soccer. Sammy
Okay,
actually did
yeah, she
play
did
soccer.
soccer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Did
cool.
did I miss any of them? Because I got a lot of them.
I know.
Did I miss them?
I'm just following along with you. I'm not getting in trouble if you forget anybody. Yeah. So and on my side, it was just Mario. Mario was a soccer player.
Yeah.
I mean,
know,
we all
remember
played.
that.
I mean, we all played soccer.
Yeah. You guys
I mean,
all
Elena
played.
still plays soccer.
Yeah, I was getting there.
Okay.
So yeah, Mario started off. He was the soccer player, and then you got into the sport. Chris played a little bit of soccer.
Didn't like it.
Huh?
Didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No, he don't like any
Some
sports.
people, too much
Yeah,
running?
but you know what? But Chris was our diver.
Swim.
He,
Oh,
you
okay,
know,
so he swam.
he,
Yeah.
he swam a little bit. He did the diving.
Tennis.
I do the
You know?
sports club sports.
Nice.
The sports you find on Wii Sports. Yeah.
On the,
No, I'm talking about
the
the sports
Nintendo
you
Wii?
find at like a country
Yeah.
club.
Yes, Chris. Tennis.
Oh, and
well,
the country.
not golf. I'll teach you how to golf.
No, I hate golf.
Oh,
Then you're
yeah.
not.
That's
I know.
yeah, that's what I do now.
So
yeah, right.
that's fine.
Yeah.
okay, so you did and then you did baseball because I remember telling my coach because it's weird how I remember this because he was talking about we need more pitchers and he goes, "Man, I wish I had a lefty." I was like, "Oh damn!" I said, "You know what? I got a friend of mine. You remember this? You remember this?"
Yeah, I do.
So and I'm like, "Yeah, I have a friend. He's lefty and I don't know if he can pitch, but hell, let's try him out." And
do
it
remember
worked. You know, you came in and you were a pitcher for us for a little while.
But, yeah.
So we had our lefty in there, which is pretty cool. And I was catching.
Or were you their bad news bears?
Yeah,
Did you help out?
No,
Yeah,
we're actually pretty good. We're a good,
Yeah,
solid team.
as you got older, your team you were really good.
Yeah, because
'Cause
I
I
mean we all
remember-
stuck together, and then you were still doing soccer.
Soccer, yeah.
Yeah, so you couldn't play anymore. So we and then we ended up picking up anher lefty. I remember that. You know,
Because I played baseball in high school for a little bit.
okay,
Yeah, and I had to quit because I told him, listen, I'll play,
But-
but I got to leave
oh, you
these days to go play soccer. And he goes, and then one day I guess somebody complained about me leaving. He came to me, he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna just stay another hour." I was like, "Deuces." My sport was soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
And it makes
something
sense.
fun, so
It's
Yeah,
hard.
that's-
A lot of
yeah.
kids do that right now.
So, you know-
to dual sport athlete.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's,
I mean, like Iliana right now, she plays volleyball.
I know, but I mean the same season.
Oh,
During the
okay,
season,
in the
yeah,
same
yeah.
season. Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, you're right.
yeah.
See, then to this day, I still can't figure out what sport is played in what season.
What?
Because a lot of people, also, what does your daughter play in the fall? Or I'm like,
Volleyball?
I don't know, volleyball, soccer, basketball, it's all the same.
Girls soccer spring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're opposite of boys.
You're telling me? I mean, yeah. You know what? Let's just get off this because
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you've been going to these games for a while.
exactly, yeah. But and you know what? She did the club soccer, and then she finally said, "I don't want to do no more." But now she's playing high school soccer.
Oh,
But
good.
volleyball is her sport. That's
Yeah.
what she's doing. Yep. As we speak now, she's in El Paso.
Oh, tournament.
Camp.
A soccer
Gym.
a volleyball camp
Nice.
at UTEP, University of Texas, El Paso.
Was she good?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Good.
pretty good. But
Good.
I mean, but this is it's going to be an experience for her because it's a D1 school,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and
well, she's gonna see.
she's going to see
Really a lot of good
She's
players.
going to see girls that are over 6 foot,
Yeah.
6'2", 6'4", and then hitting hard. And she plays the libero position or the back,
Yeah.
the who digs,
Yeah.
and
The quickest one out there.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just small
And
frame.
she's quick.
There's one of my nieces plays
Volleyball.
volleyball, and she was what do you call
Libero?
it? Libero. She's tiny.
Yeah. See,
I bet she's 4'11", 4'10".
yeah. They're
But
all
she's quick.
tiny.
Quick as shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
she's very good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she's
good.
really good.
And where's she playing at right now?
She done already, but she went to some college.
Okay, so
She played college ball.
college ball. Okay,
D2, I
Cool.
believe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I tell you, Lana, you could play whatever. I mean, D1 or D2, D3 or NAIA or
Yeah.
any small. You know what? If they're going to pay for your education,
Yep. Go for it.
go for it, and you're going to be playing volleyball.
Yeah.
You know, heck, there's even a chance she could probably go to St. Mary in Leavenworth,
Yeah.
which would be cool. That's where Sandy played ball. And so that
Close.
Yeah.
It's close, but
Very close.
she wants to play ball in Texas. It doesn't matter where. The
Really?
state of Texas.
Yeah.
She's whether it's Austin, Houston, Dallas, El Paso,
Yeah.
where it doesn't matter.
It'd be cool if she could play in Dallas.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
for you guys. You'd be down there, watch her play, go to catch a Cowboys game.
only if it's football season. Is it,
should
see,
be-
is it
should be
football
there.
season?
It's football
Well,
season.
I don't know.
It's in the
I
fall,
mean,
right?
yeah, for the girls. The girls is fall as
and
well.
and
in
if she's
college.
playing on a Sunday, what do? I gotta go watch the boys play.
I don't.
You gotta make a
All right, we're
choice.
gonna edit that out. that's gonna come out of the show. Sorry, Papa. That was
I would hope that they don't schedule college games during
during the
During the
football.
game.
I know, right? Yeah.
hate that.
Yep. And
Well, especially any D1, there's no point in like filming at the same time as like a professional sport because
Yeah.
obviously no one's gonna watch. I
Nobody
mean,
gonna
a lot
watch
of people already don't watch it now, but a lot of people are gonna choose with the professional over any
Yeah.
college game for sure.
yeah. So I remember there was basketball leagues at the parish house. Did you ever play in those?
No, I
Because
remember.
you remember the twins, Jason and Johnny Robinson. They were tall widows, twins. I mean,
Do not remember them.
really?
No,
Yeah. See,
I never played at the parish house. I played at the one over by the park that you got where you guys play softball.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So okay. So
That's where I remember playing.
then that's when we made our own high school team.
yeah.
Remember our basketball team? We wore purple and gold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the parish house. I remember there was leagues there, and I never got to play in them. But I know like Mike and just a bunch of the kids that we went to school with, at Argentine. If they weren't playing for the middle school, they were playing down there.
Yeah.
And I always tried to get on, but I didn't know who to talk to. And anyway, so then that's when we made our team in Armourdale. And remember, it was
remember
only like
going there.
4 teams. And I mean, that was fun.
I think some of your cousins had a team, right?
Yeah, they were on they were the team from Armourdale.
I do remember playing against them.
Yeah, they had
And I
they had their
remember
team.
Hyman
Yeah.
blocking my shot and hitting it to the moon.
Yeah.
Where'd this
Yeah.
fucking guy come from?
Yeah, and so our team was. Remember, it was you, Victor, Lewis.
Yeah.
Lewis played with us. Chris Magana.
Oh yeah.
Man,
you're bringing up all these old.
right. Steven.
Were we good?
We were decent. I mean, we've won some, lost some.
So who was our big man?
I think it was Chris Magana. And he wasn't that much taller than us.
We weren't very big.
Yeah, we didn't have a big team. Yeah. I mean, I like to say we were a fast team because the court was short.
Yeah. Well, back in those days, I could run for days.
Back in those days, if you grab a rebound and you throw a fast break, it's going to hit the wall. You know, you're going to hit the wall, or you're going to.
I mean, the out of bounds line, you had.
Remember, we had to stand. We had to stand sideways or on our tippy toes like Michael Jackson and throw the ball in.
It's one of those courts where like the 3-point liner on the corners was like.
Hell, I don't even know if there was a 3-point line.
I don't think they had one.
It was half court and the goal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So back to Argentine. How about your wrestling career?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Kids, pay attention because they don't. My kids,
Kids don't know about this. Yeah, they don't believe you.
Do you remember I made a phone call to you and I said, "Hey, tell my kids about my wrestling career."
Yeah, and I told them, and I'll repeat it again, kids. Your dad was just a badass wrestler. I mean, he put his little fighting skills. He didn't punch anybody unless he had to. But, I mean, he was out there. He was quick. I mean, you were small, and, you would wrestle against taller kids that were the same weight.
Yeah.
But you just had the leverage,
I still remember the day I won the
city
championship.
Yeah.
You remember when you won?
When I won, yeah. There's another one.
Ding, ding.
I think you need to push it a little more. Yeah. Every time you say one,
there's a lot of them. I'm going to say them as many as possible.
I still remember that because I remember you being there and I don't know, for some reason I remember after winning that you and I celebrated.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were like, you went crazy.
It was because it was awesome, dude.
Because the kid that I beat had beat me earlier in the season, so he thought he was gonna.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna walk through it.
Yeah, your revenge. Yeah.
I put him in this move, and I'm like, holy shit, I got him.
It was, if you weren't there to see it, if you have watched the first Karate Kid,
oh my God,
and the way he won. And the way people celebrated, that's exactly what we did at Argentine Middle School. And it was a home court advantage.
I remember the gym was full.
Packed. I mean,
it was packed with people. And I mean, when I won, it was like a Karate Kid moment. Everybody was just like,
I mean, it was awesome. We were in the stands. God, I can't remember who I was with.
That's so funny though. But
it's so 80s. It's so 80s.
Yeah, I know. That's why the 80s are the best. You literally those movies. So this was this is the movie you can compare it to because at least every once in a while I like to compare my dad's life to a 1980s movie because it sounds so ridiculous. And so this one today's episode is the Karate Kid because that moment right there. Ironically though, instead of him being the winner, you had a Ralph Macchio on the side there cheering you on.
Cheering me on, yeah. Celebrating.
I'm glad you're finally realizing that. I did look like Ralph Macchio.
Because you keep saying it. Did he look like Ralph Macchio?
Nobody knew Ralph Macchio back then.
He was the Karate Kid.
And all the girls knew that dude. Everybody loved that guy.
Wait, you talking about me or Ralph Macchio?
Ralph Macchio. Not Mario Garcia. Yeah, Ralph Macchio. I always wonder if at the school they have like a plaque with my name on it.
You know what?
I've always wondered.
We need to go find out.
I would love to.
We need to go find
out.
You
need to tell them. You have yourself like a bronze statue of yourself, like on the front lawn in the wrestling position.
Yeah.
This day in 1983.
Yeah. Whatever. Well, your kid. I don't know if your kids are that way with you. When you tell them a story, they're like, "That didn't happen."
Yeah. They can be at times.
Yeah. So I literally had a conversation with my kids. I'm like, hold on, I'm gonna make one phone call. I'm not gonna say anything.
You had to find the proof.
So he called me.
Had him on speaker.
He said, "All right, Marty, I'm gonna have you on speaker. Explain to my kids what I did in the 8th grade when I won city." And I was like, "Dude, it was the best thing ever." Yeah, I went because it was exactly that, like the way when you and Will celebrated when they won state basketball.
Yeah,
that moment. I mean, it was just your best friend just won a state title.
It was fun.
And it was just like that. And when that happened with you and Will, that's exactly what I remembered with me and Juan. I was like, man, we celebrated just like that.
And I don't know why in high school I didn't wrestle. Like I think I remember going to try out and just never stuck with it. And I didn't really. I don't know if because of soccer, but I just never did it after that. So I was like,
and I was gonna ask you, you're wrestling. I mean, you win city and you just dropped the mic.
Got to walk away with championship.
Just
nothing else to prove.
Right, you did it in the 8th grade. That kid probably said, "Oh, I'm gonna get him back our freshman year. I'm gonna go look for him," and he probably looked for you.
He probably said,
where's he? Oh, he's going to Harmon.
Probably won an Olympic gold or something.
Yeah.
You like to think that 30 years later. like just randomly after this comes out that guy sees this by some miracle and he calls you, hey, we need to settle this now.
Mama A. Garcia.
Oh, boy.
He says, we need to settle this. All right, 30 years ago, you cheated me out of that victory. We're gonna
do it again.
We're gonna do it again. We're gonna invite everybody back from that day.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna redo
That's great
this.
that you remember that. That's pretty.
Yeah, I mean, that's just one of those moments I'll never forget.
That was your Karate Kid, your Rocky Balboa, Ivan Drago moment.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
And I'm sure our comp Anthony Sanchez, who doesn't want to hear this, but he wrestled that same day.
Oh, did he? I did not know that.
Are you serious?
I did not know that.
He wrestled for City, if I'm not mistaken. It was the championship, and
did he win?
no, he lost to.
Sorry, comps.
He lost to.
One championship.
Yeah, and he lost to. You know what? He's going to bring up football though.
Oh yeah,
he always brings up football.
Yeah, him and I we used to have a competition in high school because he was a quarterback of our varsity team.
Mm-hmm.
And I played soccer on varsity.
That's right.
And we would compete as to how many touchdowns he would throw and
Or
how many goals I would score. We would do that. I don't know if you remember
funny.
this.
I didn't
we
know.
had class together and be like, "Hey, bro, I got 2 yesterday."
That is a tough translation to do because
Well, he didn't get 7 points for one. He just got
for one, I know, but in the long scheme, it's a lot easier to score a touchdown than it is to score a goal, in my opinion.
I don't know. See, and I would think the opposite,
bro.
Well,
maybe
obviously middle school sports are not as like serious as like obviously anybody can score in the NFL, but it takes the full hour and a half in a soccer game for someone to finally score. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I used to score a lot of goals.
Yeah.
I mean, so it was probably a lot easier back then in middle school to say, yeah, I could put up at least 2 a game, and then we'll see.
Yeah.
But
that's a lot of goals.
The kid that
and he had the number 10 jersey. That's what
he wore number 10 as well.
And I wore 10 as well. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Is that why little Anthony wears 10?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I've always wondered.
Yeah.
And my kid,
they've all shared that number.
Diego in soccer, he wore 10. So
Well, that's how we all wore 24 too.
Yeah. And then, but why did you wear 10?
Because
I thought,
I don't know. They always say that the
leader of the
captain,
team, is the number 10.
Yeah, is the number 10.
And I don't get
Really?
it.
Yeah, because of,
I thought
because of Maradona, he was number 10.
Okay, see, that's where I was
So
going.
that's the reason
there-
I wore it.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why
okay,
I
that
wore
was
it.
your number 10
Yeah.
because of your favorite player, Maradona.
Yeah.
Anytime you got a
Speaking of Maradona,
And
what?
Lionel Messi.
Mexico 86, right? That was when they won.
Yeah.
See, I remember that shit because of you.
Yeah.
Because that's what you were watching.
We used to tape them.
I'd go over to your house. Let's go play some ball. Nope. Maradona's on TV and he played with Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I would have thought, you'd be a Mexico fan or, I mean,
I was a
because,
Mexico fan, but
but
I
your
was,
favorite player.
My favorite player was Maradona back then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And now, my favorite player is Messi. He wears 10.
Why? Because
he's better than Maradona.
is
My
he
brother
really?
Carlos doesn't think so, but we have this conversation all the time.
You guys are
Is it
referring.
Messi or Messier?
Messi.
You guys are referring to who invented that move, right?
The Maradona, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So that was a skill.
That was
Our
a skill that he did where he did the little
The
turn.
the little
spin.
spin, yeah.
And he did it in in a World Cup.
And I feel like it's
So
like
did he make it up? Was that his move that he made up, or was
I
it?
think everybody did it.
Oh, but he
because
just made
did
it popular.
he just made it iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so.
yeah,
I really never knew who created
Yeah.
it. That's interesting because I remember always just that's for some reason you just practice. Like even if you didn't know it, you always see someone like you always just.
Someone do that. I can
touch.
actually do that move.
Anyway, I think it's actually it's a pretty simple move. It's
well,
just to do it fast and
do it-
efficiently.
to do it in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's different.
Like we have one girl on our squad, the Sean Mission North squad, one of Vili's teammates, and that's her signature move. Boom, she'll put a spin. Then she'll get the next girl, and then the next girl. I mean, just like she could do 3, 4
You're
in a row.
you're the defender, you're sitting there, and all of a sudden you're like, okay.
Yeah,
what
and
happened?
it's fun watching.
And if
this
you can
girl.
do it, if you do it really good and efficient, quick,
yeah,
you blow by people.
but people call it the Maradona.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like,
It's not the Maradona, it's the
that's what I was
Maradona.
thinking. Yeah.
The Maradona.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say earlier, if you were to get a yellow card on the field and they go up to you and say, "Yellow card, on number Juan 0."
otra vez, that's número 3.
There's number 3.
I don't have it set up.
You got it ready. You got to have it ready.
They're coming at you, man.
Okay, you have to edit this part real quick. I got the perfect one for you, Juan. Ándale. Well, there you go. You remember those?
Hey.
You remember those noises?
Hey, you didn't have to push the button. I could have.
I feel like there's a reason I should ask why you should remember those noises.
That's funny because Juan was just the master. You think I could just pop one out just on a dime? Just and
bro,
you're
back
like,
in the
how do you
day.
do that? This guy used just
Back in the day, yeah.
And
I still do. Wife hates it. Go to bed. You know, the whole hot pocket thing.
this guy would just he
Julie,
walk. I mean,
sorry,
for,
Julie, I gotta
for
tell
no apparent reason, he would just walk over next to us, and then just walk away. Like, dude, really? We're eating here.
My mom would always say, "Mal educado." You know, that means like you're like uneducated
Yeah.
when you would do that. She would always say that.
So you like
I would
dummy?
fart.
It was
Mal-
like
mal
dummy or
educado.
what?
It means you're uneducated, like a low class, pretty much.
That's funny.
That's every
I'm
time
trying
I
to
did
remember. I don't know if she ever said that around me. I'm sure she did. I didn't understand
She
it
always
then. I
said
didn't.
she always said pendejos when we walked in the door. I mean los pendejos. What are you guys up to today, pendejos? What kind of trouble you guys gonna get into today?
Yeah, that's funny.
Argentine, there was a lot of trouble.
I know. Do you own anything to this day from back then? From high school, middle school?
No, I wish I did. No,
And that's
Do you?
dude.
you
what
know
I'm
what?
wearing.
Oh yeah, you probably still. You know what I wish
I'm wearing right here. My mom. We bought these from Foot Locker at Indian Springs, senior year.
Wow.
These are dope.
And it's amazing that I still fit in them.
Turn your
And
camera
so-
quick. Look, turn your mic.
Wow.
So yeah, it was an actual set. That's
one,
from two.
that one as well.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it had the pants set to it. So this is why I wore it. It's
Yeah, we
'cause I
don't.
wanted to
We
show-
don't know where the pants are.
I was kind of waiting.
mean-
I was kind of waiting for you to say, "Damn, why did you still have that?" You know, yeah, because not that you
That's
should
crazy.
remember, but yeah. So, so then these boys would wear them. You know, they wore them in high school.
You know what's great about the '80s? Like nobody. I mean, the Adidas gear,
Yeah, it was solid.
Michael Jackson jackets.
Oh, yeah. You
I
know
have
what?
one.
I mean, all these.
I gotta
You know
look
what?
like
And
one.
I don't even have that on my
the
list.
parachute pants.
Yep, parachute pants.
Mario's mom, your grandma.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was for Halloween or what it was for, but Mario had the whole. He had the whole outfit.
I
Michael
had the
Jackson.
jacket.
And she made him a glove, and she sewed.
You remember that? You remember when she was making it?
sewed all the sparkles on it.
Yeah,
he had a bad.
what was it
great?
called? The bling, not bling, but there's a word for. Anyway, yeah,
Bedazzle?
yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
And she sewed
Every single one, bro. I don't know how many there were, but it looked like.
Wait, you
got
went as Michael Jackson
It
one year
looked
for
legit.
Halloween?
It was something. I don't
No,
know if it was
I
Halloween
think he
or.
just went to school like that one day.
I believe it.
But I didn't think it was Halloween. I
But
think it was
then,
like.
okay, but then I had that.
Which zip? Which,
I had that jacket, and of course, all the girls are like, "Oh, can I wear it?" So yeah, I take it away. Then the next week, this guy shows up because you had a jacket too.
I did.
I was like,
Which one did
this
you
guy's
have?
trying to take all these girls away from me. Why? Come on, man. This is my
We can
time to
share. There's plenty of them.
I had the black one.
You guys,
Did you have the zip up
Yeah.
one or do you have the Thriller one?
No. I didn't have the Thriller. But you know what? I'm
a
gonna have
beat
to
it.
admit it now.
It was a Beat It one.
It was the Beat It jacket, but it was the knockoff.
I mean, we were living in
Because-
Argentina, bro. We didn't have anything.
You're right,
everything
because
was
they had a
knockoff.
shitload of zippers on it.
and none of them had. There were enough pockets.
None of them worked. None of the zippers
their
worked.
style.
I mean,
It was a
you
zipper.
could-
It was a zipper that you go up and down, but there was no actual pocket. It was just it was just a
correct.
zipper. Yeah.
yeah,
It was a knockoff, and
Yeah.
they weren't.
and it wasn't leather.
it wasn't leather.
It was
pleather?
leather.
Pleather.
It was- yeah. So yeah, that was a
Come on.
joke.
So
I
you-
was just happy that my parents actually bought me one. I didn't give a shit that it was fake.
So Dad, you're telling me you showed up for school that one day and you see Juan was wearing two. You guys were looking at each other and you go, "Oh my god!" And then you realized you had to have you had a dance battle right there to be. There can only be one. There can only be one.
It can only be one. Yeah.
Hit the button, bro.
Ah, dang it!
He is
Oh my
not
god!
prepared.
I know.
Well,
Hey.
it keeps.
We got to keep.
It
this
keeps
professional.
locking.
We got to keep this professional.
Since
Okay,
since
we'll
I
keep it
have to bring it
professional.
up at least every once in a podcast.
Go ahead.
Were you ever there when my dad was breakdancing? Were you there to go watch him do it as well?
Bro, come on.
Everybody was there.
Yeah.
He
Every-
was.
He was in it?
Juan Was a part of the
Wait,
group.
was part of the group,
what are they? What did you guys call yourselves?
What were we called? Do you remember? Because I told this guy.
Emergence? No,
Not the emergence.
I,
No,
could,
it's that.
I don't know. It was an E word. I thought. What was your group?
Oh, bro, I
Okay.
can't remember.
So
Your group.
So who was part of the group? First of all, me, you, Steve.
it was our same basketball team. we went from basketball to breakdancing in the same night if we could.
Dude, we would carry our cardboard around.
Yes.
Swear to God, we'd have people.
Where to? Indian Springs.
Indian
Springs.
I mean, we would walk in Indian Springs with cardboard. Bro.
Exactly.
The cardboard. We had the radio. Yeah.
Oh my God. What was the name? What was the name? Hold on.
I know what it is. I'm gonna let you think about it. But I tell these boys and they're like, "What? No, you didn't." And then everybody that's come in has, except for Marty. Marty didn't bring it up because we didn't.
He wouldn't know. Yeah, he wouldn't know.
If he would have grew up with us, he would have been the only white boy breakdancing with us.
Bro, we had such a fun childhood.
So I'm glad we're talking about this.
Do you remember where we broke dance? Where we did the break?
It was the movie. It was in by the movie theaters, correct?
Yes, but it was next to the Fun Factory.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Right next to the Fun Factory. Is a
right
big
when we
open area.
walk in.
And here's the deal: back in the day, bro, they didn't bother us. Like
It was so
security,
normal. It was
they'd
so.
let us fucking. I mean, there'd be 40, 50 kids, but because
then
nobody ever created. There was like never any drama. Everybody just.
That's because it was settled on the dance floor.
Because
Exactly,
we didn't fight.
Oh,
You know
my
what?
God.
If there was going to be a battle, boom, we right to the
Bonnie
cardboard.
you were the good at the pop locking, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not the pop lock, more
was the body work.
More
He would do
more
the-
the okay, the pop and
Hey,
You can tut.
Remember we used to have a routine.
yes. Remember we do this and then we do this.
Well, that's what I'm wondering because you guys would be out there.
It's the same routine. We could probably do that right now.
I bet if we think about it good enough, we would remember that freaking
Wait,
routine.
Dad, you hit it. You hit him with the.
Oh, yeah. We do that.
Well, see, and that's what I would wonder because you guys would go one-on-ones. I feel like with the other group, but you guys ever have like a big choreograph, like
Yes.
I can't remember the name.
I mean, we almost look like new edition. New edition like this.
Listen, bro, this was a deal.
We had the,
This was a thing. We would practice.
Oh my
You know,
God!
like
Yes.
we were
No,
like
I believe
Allen
it's
Iverson.
not.
We
It's
would
not. You know,
practice.
it's
it's the 80s.
see, and me and my.
You guys need to watch Breaking again.
Yes,
and
we
Beat
should.
Street.
Breaking.
Remember, I used
But-
to remember when I used to be funny and do the ozone.
Yeah, you would swing your legs back and forth.
Freaking have people rolling because I probably look like a total idiot.
No, that was good. That was funny.
The more flagrant and ridiculous the move was the more popular ones. I mean, come on.
Like I used to be. My thing was doing the head spin.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You could do a head spin.
Okay,
I
so
could
that's
stay
the
on
thing.
My head forever, bro. For some reason, I don't know if it's because it's flat, but I used to get these baseball hats.
Yeah, it's
and
not a cap.
And I would
We'd
cut
take the bill off.
Cut the bill off. And
That
I'd
was a
put-
look?
and
That's
I'd
weird.
Put cushion in it, and that
A lot of
that's what I
support.
would-
Okay, so the
And I
break.
used to do in the windmill and all that shit, bro.
See,
See, I wish I could do groundwork. That'd be.
and what's stopping you?
I'm too bottom heavy. So like my
a big
weight,
boy. He's
my
a big boy,
yeah, my weight balance would not work. Like I physically, my legs wouldn't get up in the air. I couldn't get up.
So okay, so what it was is I would do the top part, the
I still can't think
yeah
of the
that
name.
little
dude.
move I have,
was your
and then go after somebody, and then as soon as
That's how you throw it to the next person
remember you used to grab their head.
No, listen. He would throw it and you would go catch it.
and swallow
Whatever
it.
you gonna do. Throw it up in the air.
And we'd run for it, catch it, and then boom, it come right back.
Yeah.
You only had a 3 foot by 3 cardboard. Where were you guys running?
I know. We'd have to tippy toe like the football players do. Catch the pass
on the
Do you
sideline.
remember though that we moved up from cardboard
to the
linoleum?
linoleum.
Linoleum.
Yeah, but the linoleum, it was
thin.
because you could spin faster on it, but
Yeah, you could
it was
freaking-
still a little hard because we'd lay it out on the concrete and then they laid on top of a rock.
And it was easier. And
You
it
know,
was easier to
spinning, you
carry.
hit
and
a
then
rock.
You'd be like, no, the rock would be underneath the linoleum,
And you hit it.
and then you'd hit it, and you're like, oh, wait, you get up, try to make it a part of your dance. Like,
Oh, he's got a new move, man.
it's called the hurt back or some shit like that.
That's killing me, dude.
So-
I can't remember the name. It's killing me.
Okay,
gotta bring it
ready
up.
for
You
it?
gotta
We
remember
were
it.
called the Vice Lords.
Vice Lords.
Ding, 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 give myself a bell. The Vice Lords.
Vice Lord.
I came up with the name later.
There we go. See, and then we're right there. Yeah,
it is
but
right
we
there,
should, and then we would the group across from us would look at us and they do and then boom, they do a b-boy stance and we're like, shit, all right, guys, ready? Vice Lords. Wham, and we put the VL, and then we'd be like, shit, does that look like an L or is it this way? Hey,
You're all
you guys-
backwards.
Everybody had it backwards. What? Is that an LV or a VL? You know, it's kind of hard to.
If there was enough of you where two of you could have been like one of you standing up, the other person laying on the ground, and the other two people hold each other like a V. They're gonna make a big
V.
Like the cheerleaders.
Oh, why didn't we think of that?
I
bro?
know,
We were
right?
Well, I said earlier, I was like, well, you got to be careful. You throw up the Vatos Locos up there.
I know,
VL.
we're the VL, the Vice Lords, or the Vatos Locos.
I came up with a clever name, though. I said, you know what would have been tight? You should have called yourselves
you know what?
the Argentines.
I mean, it was great.
That one tight.
Remember when you would
Argentines.
do,
yeah.
Argentines, man.
when you would do a move on somebody and you'd make them look dumb, everybody would go,
Ooh, yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh, they
But
got
see,
his
where
ass.
I was getting at is I would do the top, and then as soon as somebody would say, "Oh, okay, boom, I'm gonna hit the floor and do the backspin," and I could backspin. That was pretty easy. But then, oh shit, somebody just threw out a windmill. Boom, Juan, where you at? Yeah. Boom, and then he get down and he do the windmill, so we would just top each other up.
And that another thing, kids, listen. I would tell them, I used to windmill. They're like, no way. I'm like,
Have you?
"Bro,
When was the
good
last
at
time
it."
you tried it? You need to try it. I'm sure you still got it.
Break my back.
Like cousin Jaime, he used
still
to
do
he used to be that one too when
And he
we
was
needed
good 'cause
somebody
he had them
windmill.
He'd had them long ass legs.
Yeah, and he would windmill
remember
back in the day.
He was dangerous. He got so fast and so long, he caught a little bit of air.
And then like in here, you know, not too long ago, 10 years ago or so, whatever, you know, we'd have a big wedding, a party dance. Boom, and I'd go out there, I'd do my thing, and boom, Jaime would get on the floor and start windmilling or do the worm or.
I'm always afraid to do it in front of people because then I may not get back up.
Yeah.
You end down there in your pose.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I'm stuck. I'm
You know,
stuck.
Our
who was-
poses.
Who was good at that was Steven Sarmento was good about doing a spin and then ending with
The pose.
Oh yeah, ending the right way. Yeah, and, you know, because you never knew Juan would be windmilling, and all of a sudden you'd hear. What's he doing? He shit his pants while he's windmilling, but ever get
Nah,
people
we're
out.
good. We're good. I'm trying to clear everybody out.
I ain't going out there, boom. We just got another victory.
But
You know, and then-
did you guys ever heard any? But I never heard anybody being acrobatic. I want to see someone do some flips. Who was the backflip guy? Was there a backflip guy? Was that not a thing yet? You know, when someone got air.
I'm sure it was, but not.
I do remember at Indian Springs, guys would run up the wall.
Holy crap!
Those are Spider-Men.
Do you remember them doing that? Do you remember that?
I don't.
It turned to
They
the
run up
Matrix.
the wall and do a flip off the wall. They just
That's
run into
impressive,
it. I
but-
remember that.
Man.
That's
No,
exceeding
I
it.
never tried it. And of course, you remember, of course, we had the Renegades.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a renegade.
The Renegades, oh.
And I mean, and they had the black jackets with the renegade on the back, you know. And Mark, I'm Mark Grado. I know you're watching. I told you Juan was going to be on the show, and
Yeah, buddy.
Were you're waiting for that day when they'd approach you, but they pull out a black jacket for you.
Were the Renegades, were they off? Were they from the west side?
from
right?
the west side, yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah,
that.
Mark. That was Mark's crew.
We were better, Mark. Sorry.
But Mark was smooth too. Remember,
Yeah,
Mark
he was
Grado?
smooth,
He was
yeah.
pretty smooth. Yeah, you know, they're at the dances and whatnot.
Mark Grado.
We did.
I remember. I got a story about him.
Go ahead. I want. Go ahead.
I remember we were at Ruby Park, all of us hanging out. I don't know if you were part of this or not.
I'm sure it was. I was the one that was hiding.
Yes. Well,
Thank
we were
you.
all sitting there talking.
It's a
and
fight?
We were gonna we're gonna egg somebody's house,
Oh man.
and we're all just standing there, just talking. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this dude. I don't even think it was an egg. I think it was a rock. I think he threw something through somebody's window.
Oh my God.
Oh, we all were like,
Yeah.
it just
So
Fucking booked it.
scattered.
it's funny because he and I we talked about
remember
that.
that.
Yeah, and we talked about this on the phone just like a week ago or so. He's like, "Yeah, you remember that time when we were, you know, him and one of his buddies, and we were all together, and we started throwing rocks. I think there were rocks,
It was, yes.
and
We were,
we
trying to do
all
eggs, and this dude's throwing rocks.
and we all took off.
You ran out of eggs, so you started.
We took off. Everybody just we all scattered,
You're
and
like,
he stood there. He was
Yeah.
like, "Where you guys going?"
That's
all these Argentine punks just took off running. You know, like, and I think we probably ran to Victor's house because he was just right around the
Probably,
corner.
yeah.
You know?
Or we were hiding in the at Ruby Park down in the sewer down there they have at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
That's funny.
man. You guys got a lot of shenanigans, didn't you, back then?
Yeah,
Bro.
we did a lot of stuff.
I mean, yeah,
Back then, you know, it was a lot easier to get away with a lot of stuff because there's not many cameras there is now.
exactly. They didn't
I
have
mean,
rings.
Yeah.
Hey,
Or-
you-
or
We would
just-
do a lot of. we would go around the neighborhood
Oh.
and just ding dong ditch people.
You know what?
See, and you know
I
what?
got okay. So, real quick before we get off the subject of breakdancing,
Okay.
I got something I want to show you.
Oh shit.
All right, Chris, make sure the camera's on Juan's face.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Well, that's a jacket.
Yes, it was the jackets that we wore, and that's the same. That's the same one.
This is the same one.
Go ahead, hey, careful.
Jacket.
I don't know what's in that.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, open it up.
This is how
Dude,
we carry
I
our
found
jackets, bro. This is a
That
jacket.
that was our breakdancing jacket.
Oh my
If you
God,
go ahead,
how do you
open it. You know what? It might break into pieces, but that is the original one. I mean, one.
Hit the button.
There you go. That's,
There you go
that's number
again.
4.
Wow. I can't believe you have that.
Dude,
That's fucking crazy.
guess who hung on to it?
Who?
My dad.
Oh my god, that's freaking crazy. Yeah, this is it.
You remember, right?
The zipper in the front.
Had the pocket.
It all goes in there. Good to go. Good. Go. Should I try it on?
If you want, go ahead. I don't care. It might rip into pieces because, like I said,
It'll fall apart.
It's a little tiny. Let me see.
yeah, no, it is small because I tried to put it on myself and I couldn't get it past my arms.
Oh, little dude.
I know you're the small one. Oh shit! It
go,
does
bro.
fit you.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god.
So I want to say, go ahead, zip it up.
You just throw the hood up.
Oh shit! The vice lord.
I cannot believe you have this, bro.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
And I shit you not. It's the original one.
That's how.
It's original.
Why did my parents keep any of my shit?
Because they thought we were dummies for buying. And so my mom and dad bought us
Like a set?
I think, yeah. I mean, there was probably like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Hell, back then they were probably like $5, $6, $7.
That is awesome.
I'm glad you like that. So yeah, they were like $5, $6, $7, and they were on the rack. And I said, "Oh, mom, the guys, we
The
need
lords,
these.
man. The vice lords need these.
Us vatos locos, we need our jackets, mom." And so yeah, so she bought all the jackets, and I remember I handed them out. I don't even know if you guys paid for them or what, and anyway, so yeah, so we all had our jackets.
When everybody saw those blue jackets come in, they said,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Bro.
the vice lords
I
are
don't-
here."
When we used to walk through Indian Springs, all of us wearing the same.
wearing the
shit.
same stuff.
With one guy holding the boombox,
like-
and remember
yes.
walking.
You watch Breaking and you watch
That's how it
Beat
was.
Street. It's exactly
How it was. You walk
It was-
around as a group.
And of course, we had the knockoffs again. That's not a Nike, a
That's
Puma,
not- no.
Adidas. We had the knockoffs.
I mean, was that how you were when you were back there? Like when someone's challenged you and someone started doing floor work, you're back there with your hood on, and then you
Yeah,
stood
bro.
up, and then you came out with it.
And then you pull
threw
the
it
hood
back,
but we
Hey,
would
put the
separate.
hood back, put my
cap on.
fitting cap on, and
Yeah.
be like, all right, let's go, bro.
Do your thing. Yeah.
One more head spin.
I'm telling you, like seriously, like me and my older brother talk all the freaking time. Like one of the best like times or eras in human history is the 1980s.
Oh, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, back to what we were talking about, because you guys were like getting into a lot of trouble. See, we did that. We tried. This is like about, I want to say about 10 years ago. We tried doing ding dong ditching. Yeah. It doesn't play out the same, especially not in our area. Like,
Did you ding dong ditch somebody that had a ring?
no. But the fact is, we.
When the rings come out.
Within the past 10 years or so.
years, yeah.
But the fact is, like, because, like, again, like, you guys, your area, you look like you're from your area. When
Yeah.
we moved over here, it was like when we went for a birthday party. So a lot of us, the Hispanics, we were over in our area.
Yeah.
And we're kind of going around our neighborhood, which is primarily a white neighborhood.
Yeah.
So the fact is, when we start ding dong ditching and we're going around and we see a car and we all scatter because we don't know who it may be, well, that looks kind of suspicious, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then the car pulls around, and then some guy like pulled us out, like, hey, we need, like, he made like, and then we had to call whose birthday the guy's dad's like, hey, you need to come get us because
That worked.
this guy's not gonna let us go.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not.
I could see my kids trying to ding dong ditch in Brookside.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Somebody's getting caught.
Yeah,
They're gonna
somebody
get caught.
getting caught. Only in our we used to ding dong ditch the same house, like every time we went out.
Like to someone
When-
you knew, or was
when-
this just
when
completely
they-
the
no,
same
no.
house but someone random?
It was that when
Random.
we were all together. Okay, it's time to go hit that house.
So we would go ding dong ditch it and take off. Nothing would happen. Like we were doing it all the time. One night.
Go
You remember us?
Yes, yeah, go ahead.
We go, we ding dong ditch this thing. This dude must have been waiting for us. Like, I'm
knew.
gonna catch these little shits.
He was
But
ready.
he wasn't trying to catch us. He was trying to kill us.
What do you
This
do?
dude comes out with a shotgun.
Oh my god!
And he's chasing us through the freaking neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about we're never going back to that house again.
And
He was not happy.
of course, I was the one who was like, I'm not stepping on that porch. I'm here with you guys. You guys got my support, but I'm gonna stand over here behind this car, and I'm gonna watch from here. And sure enough, these guys go up there, ring the doorbell, knock whatever they did.
Wait a minute, all a group of you went up?
Yeah, we
And-
would all
no.
go together. Like somebody would
Like
be
down on the
side.
steps.
Obviously, the fastest guy is gonna be the ding dong ditcher.
Yeah. And and then these guys hit that house, and of course, the boom, he just come out the door, just
Yeah, bro, with the shotgun.
Yeah, you heard the
Like he
shotgun.
was tired of us. We probably ding dong.
yelling, and he comes out running, and whoa, and so I'm already hiding, so I'm standing behind his car saying, "Oh my god, one
just
of my
ducking?
friends is gonna get shot. This dude just for ringing the doorbell."
But I mean, I think we were doing it like
11,
like during
midnight.
the summer,
Yeah.
probably every night.
Oh my god, the same house. Maybe this
Same fucking house. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get these guys.
he just didn't like shoot through the door or something.
He sent a message, a clear message. We didn't go back after that.
Right?
You should find out whether or not he still lives in that house or if he's even alive, and then just one day you get together.
I want to say it was blue.
Yeah, I don't
right
remember.
on-
It was
right-
it was the one right next to the alley.
Yeah, right next to the alley. It was by who used to live right by there.
That's a dangerous thing to do
Brian
because
Thomas lived right across the street, right? Was it that
It
street?
was Emily.
Oh yeah. I know with
She lived in
Aguilar or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That family, they lived there.
it's a dangerous place to do it because it's an alley. You're in a one
Bro.
direction area.
that
He decides to aim, he can hit.
there was a lot of shenanigans played in that 5-block radius.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go through this list. I came up with the list, and
Damn,
a
we've
lot
been at it for an hour already, bro.
I know, right? And
Yeah.
we haven't even hit the list yet that I have prepared. So we'll go through this.
And I have a list as well, but go ahead.
Okay. So of course,
We may have to break this into 2 parters.
Might have to.
remember the snowball fights we
Oh,
had.
yeah.
So do you remember the time we were down on Metropolitan, and at Franklin, cars would be driving by, and boom, 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 boom. We would hit the cars, and we would hide.
Yeah.
And then there was that one time we hit a car. Boom, boom, boom. It hit. It stopped and
Chased
threw it in reverse.
Yep.
And he chased us up, and we took off running up the alley.
Yep.
You guys ever not running from someone?
And then we hid.
Right? Yeah.
We hid.
On the mountain of snow that
and
they
then
pushed.
and then that son of a bitch found us.
Yeah.
He come up, he running up, and he's looking. I mean, we're looking right at this dude, and it was an older gentleman, and he's like, I could do this and that, and I think I don't remember after that because I think I passed out. I think I just went, I just did like, oh my god. And I was done. And I don't know if you guys fought with the guy or what.
No,
and-
he was pissed because we would do. I mean, I think at one time we were freezing grapes
yeah.
and throwing grapes. Because we were little knuckleheads, bro. I mean,
Hell, we
kids
would grab
don't ever do
rocks
this
and we
shit.
would find a rock and we would
Pack it in a
Throw
snowball.
rocks in a snowball, bro. What? I mean, who does that shit? You know what I mean? Who does that? But yeah,
Yeah, that got and it, okay. And what about the snowball fight we had right there on 15th Street and Theo Danny? Remember Theo? So
this fucking
so
dude, your
Theo
uncle
Danny.
used to make snowballs
So
this big.
so
I mean, snow cannonballs.
They were the size. They were the size. I mean, we would
like
make
softballs.
Yeah, we would make the hard ball, the baseball size.
Yeah.
Theo Danny would make the softball size, maybe almost like a cantaloupe.
You still remember that?
Yes.
You fucking blasted me in the face.
Yes, because I felt sorry for you, man. And
So we're playing.
So Juan's running around the car, and Theo Danny's out there with us, and we're having a good time. And I think I might have been on Theo Danny's side, and Juan's trying to go around the car, and he's waiting for you.
I think I peeked around.
Yeah, he's just he was there waiting for you. As soon as you looked right up at him, and I looked at you, Theo Danny just went wham. And I saw it in slow motion. This snowball Juan's looking right at it. And it hits him right in his eye, and the snow. So the snow just goes wham. It spreads out, and there was just a spot on his eye, right in the hole. He had a piece of ice.
I think I died that day.
So
I swear to God.
I think you know what? I think I had to drag you from that down all the way to my house.
I mean, he
And
was
we're
softball
like,
player.
whoa. The good thing is he hit you with the piece of ice, and the ice kind of held the swelling down. So it was already a double whammy. And I remember, I think I even said, damn, let me help you, man. And I had to take my thumb and try to dig that snow off your eyeball.
Put my eyeball back in.
And then,
Is it black?
yeah, and I was like, damn, bro. One was like, it's my eye. I said, dude, it's starting to swell up. I think you ended up going home with a black eye,
I
man.
remember going, I'm done.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
And then I think Theo Danny finished finished the snowball fight. We ended it there.
I do remember that. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, and that was down at the bottom of the hill, right by his
It
house.
still hurts this day. This day.
Every time it snows, it throbs a
I
little.
have like PTSD over it. Like I see kids playing snowball fights and I run.
So yeah, and so of course, I'm gonna bring up now. Mr. Olivas here is a firefighter.
Yep.
Right? He's a firefighter, and we're glad you do this for us. And he was the one who did not want to go outside and play because it was too damn hot.
Always, bro.
Hey, we're going to Franklin. Let's go. We're gonna go play ball. He would step outside, put his hand like, it's too hot.
I'm not-
I'm like, dude. And then we go down there. We're playing basketball. Where's Juan? It's too hot.
Yeah, I'm still.
And it was hot.
Yeah.
Those days in Franklin were hot.
Franklin Center. Had,
But I was
blacktop.
usually locked out of the house.
All
So
that
I had no
asphalt,
choice.
all that heat
Yeah,
rising.
they had blacktop.
Oh, yeah.
And it was hot. It was hot as shit.
I mean,
I'm like, I'm not going
our
there.
feet would literally.
The rubber of your shoes were melting.
Stick to the ground.
And these
to the
dudes,
asphalt.
I mean, we would play. I'll come meet you guys when the sun goes.
Yeah, and then he would show up after we play like 40 games, and then he'd come in all fresh.
Yeah, I didn't like being hot, bro.
Yeah, that was just the funny, and it's been a long going joke for how long?
A long time. Yeah.
Like, damn, man.
Can't believe you became a fireman as much as you hate being hot.
Yeah, and like I said, we're going to jump all over the place. We used to play basketball, and then we would play basketball at night. It'd be raining. We didn't give a shit. Let's go play in the rain. We'd be shooting basketball.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
think it was just you and I.
Yeah.
Playing basketball and it's fucking pouring, right? And we're just I don't even know, 13. We weren't in high school yet, right?
Yeah, that's probably
So
7th, 8th grade.
We're
just out there.
playing, just fucking shooting baskets. All of a sudden, lightning strike hits the flagpole right next to where we were playing.
Holy
Yeah,
crap!
right there. There's a flagpole right there, Franklin.
Yeah.
And thunder comes down. Boom! Lightning hits. Lights up the whole.
The whole sky.
Sky.
It was like daytime all of a sudden.
Yeah.
We both just looked at each other.
We're like, wow, that was
just
crazy. And then we
fucking
just
ran.
We just took off. He went one way. I went the other. We left the basketball. The basketball was just sitting there on the
Did you
ground.
come back to it and it was gone?
I don't remember if we did.
Bro, but I remember we were like, holy shit, what was that?
Yeah.
It was lit up.
Yeah. Remember that when we used to go to when we were in middle school, sitting in the lunchroom, and somebody had the bright idea, hey,
The butter.
we had ceiling tiles just like this here. It's just like in an office, right? And this is the lunchroom. These guys decided, the butter packs that you would. I don't even know if these guys would even know. It was a butter pack. It was butter on top of like a piece of cardboard, and you would peel the top off. The top had like a piece
So
of wax,
it was like on a piece of cardboard with butter. They still have them. I
like a
think.
little square butter.
They have little containers with butter. That you
Yeah,
can
see,
stick
I
on.
think it's
containers, yeah.
So
We had
we
it
would
this
he,
flat.
and I always say he because I never did this. So anyway, these guys would peel it, and then they had handkerchiefs because we were cool and we wore the handkerchiefs around our legs. They would take the handkerchief off.
With like one leg rolled up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And so they would put the butter on the handkerchief and pop it
And it,
right up on the
And
ceiling.
they stick on the ceiling.
And this was during our lunch breaks, right? And somebody would come back with all the butter, and I'd be like, man, we're going to get caught. We're going to get caught. And they would do it again and then again until finally, of course, we're all looking up laughing, and here comes somebody that sees us.
Yeah.
What do you guys, they're looking at, and then they look up, the principal, and they're like, no.
oh, I didn't know if it was.
No, they just
that'd
look
been
up
great.
and like, who did this? Who's doing this? Who's responsible for this? And you can tell what was fresh and what was old because loud. And we all like, we didn't say anything. All right, nobody says anything. You guys are all in trouble. So we were all in trouble. That was probably how many of us would you say?
The whole table.
The whole table. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was probably about 8 of us.
Yeah.
10 of us.
Dang.
Nobody snitched. We all got put in school suspension. ISS.
For butter.
ISS.
And that, to me, to this day, that was one of the coolest things that we were all in the same for 8 hours,
And nobody snitched, but we were all having
7 hours, 8 hours. We
This
were
is
all
punishment.
for
We'd
a
be in
whole
class
week.
just giggling the whole time.
And then they had to separate us and put us in the corners, 2 in the middle, 2 in the back.
You guys were
one
your own.
by-
You guys were your own little breakfast club, weren't you?
It became our own little, our own little class.
Yeah. Argentine was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We had a good time there.
that was fun.
Do you remember? I know we're all over the place. Do you
Yeah,
remember
go ahead.
our tobacco incident?
So we were at your house.
Yeah.
And of course, it was all of us, the gang. Yeah. And Juan or your mom and dad get their mail, and they send and then back then they would send free packs
of
tobacco
in the mail,
chewing tobacco
From?
just for you to sample. They were samples.
They
would send them out to people.
Oh, really? I
They
didn't
didn't
know.
give a shit who got a hold of them. They would send out samples of
Tobacco.
Yeah,
tobacco.
and then so we're all sitting at a table, like like if we were playing cards, we're all sitting there, and Juan's like, "Let's try this."
Never tried tobacco.
So we got our
I had some buddies
phones.
in college who did.
So
it,
we got our phones and we
well.
started Googling.
What? Okay.
Oh no, we didn't have phones.
Or Google.
Yeah,
or
Computers.
We knew that if you put chewing up in your mouth,
somehow if you put it in your mouth, you're supposed to spit it out. So we're all badasses. We're sitting there and we're laughing
we were
about it.
spitting it out though.
Yeah, and we were putting it in. I think
Big
you
old
put it in. Well, some people, George Brett puts it way back here, and put it underneath your in between your gum and your.
You know what it does is it's like microfibers that cut the
Yeah, well,
your
we
mouth.
didn't know. We didn't know.
You
We
didn't know
just-
at the time.
And we're like, oh, this is minty fresh. It's cool,
Not bad,
And of course, we had our own little
cool.
cups or cans, or we were spitting, and then
Literally
Within what?
at the same time.
within maybe 20 minutes,
All at the same time. I do remember we were playing cards.
we were playing
Yeah.
cards. Okay,
And then and all of a sudden, all of us at the same time, like,
we are just looking at each other.
are you starting to feel like shit? Like, I'm getting dizzy.
I'm like, whoa, this is giving us a high. So we were high.
Yeah,
Because it was starting to hit our bloodstream,
Oh fuck!
and then all of a sudden one of us went,
yeah, right.
and we're like, whoa!
Chain
And then there we
reaction.
go, all of us got up,
Ran
and we
outside.
all ran outside
You're
in the
around the
front yard.
table.
Just Erlin, like what's the name of that baseball movie, kid movie, The Sandlot, where that
Oh.
guy freaking does chew.
Where they're all in the ride and then they all start chew.
I got chaw.
Yeah. They're all on the ride and they all start throwing up out the side.
Exactly. So we're on the side of my house. All of us just Erlin. Just
We're out there.
it was horrible.
That's real, man. That sounds good. Good sound.
I mean,
effect.
everybody was just vomiting. I mean, just like hurling. I mean, we were like,
Worst feeling ever.
Everybody's like,
We were
why
green.
Why do we do
Yeah,
this?
stupid. But I will say I'm glad.
Crying.
I'm glad I did it because I never
I've
tried it again.
never tried it again.
I'm not trying that shit. I remember that was
That
horrible.
was
That
crazy.
was-
I mean,
yeah.
apparently we did it wrong. I think
horrible
if we
feeling
kept
because
it
it doesn't go away for.
You gotta spit as soon as you like.
I mean,
like it's
You
we
can't
were-
swallow any of it.
right, and we did.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
we
and
must
we
have
were
swallowed.
we were all just
some-
buzzing.
yeah.
We were all like literally high. We were
It was
just
bad.
stoned out of our minds.
who got in trouble?
And then I think I had to wait it out because I didn't go home.
Yeah,
'Cause
I think
I wasn't going to go home.
My parents weren't home.
Right, they
Oh.
might have been out of town or
But
something.
I know. I kind of remember them coming home and we hid in my room. And
Oh,
never
did
came
we?
Down. And we were both up there just feeling like shit.
Yeah,
It was bad.
man, it was. Yeah, it was. That was a crazy moment.
That was funny.
Yeah, remember your walking. Remember when we used to walk that alley right from your house?
From my house, yes,
and
to
it would take
school.
us all the way to Argentine,
And then we would
and then we'd have to jump a cliff.
Yeah,
Do you remember what we used to call that alley? You named it.
I did.
Yeah. Because then it became, hey, let's go walking through.
I do not remember.
You call it Shitland.
Shit, man.
Shitland. And I'm like,
Was there shit or did you just
no,
smell?
it was just mud. It was just always.
It was always. It was an alley.
Yeah, it was an alley and it was grass and it wasn't just like gravel.
But here's the deal. Back in those days, we thought that was a shortcut.
Ah.
I mean, it was the exact same distance. It's probably
I know-
longer because we had to
Wow.
go down the hill.
I know.
I know. I'm
We
trying to
should've
figure. I'm trying to think about like the house where you were, and then where was your house?
I
Like,
was on 15th and Ruby.
how far down
He
is
was
that?
he was
So-
on 15th and Metropolitan.
So if you go up Grandma and Grandpa's hill,
Uh-huh.
and then you make a left,
Yeah.
Your first right.
and then your first right,
Ah.
and then it was a yellow house, I think
Yeah.
it was, yellow, and then there was an alley there.
There was an
Well,
alley.
that's why.
So
yeah.
there was a
That's,
street.
so you walked
and then
up, and that's. I mean, instead of you guys meeting and then just
Yeah,
going
instead of
straight.
just going straight.
I would
let's
go from
to, I guess
I would go from 1512 up to Juan's house, and then from Juan's house we would walk through Shitland.
I mean, it's
all the way to
literally
Argentine.
a straight shot.
It
If
was
you
just
just go to the
straight-
main
it
street.
and you're walking on the sidewalk, bro.
But it was a straight shot. But then you get to 18th Street Expressway, so we had to cross the expressway. So we had to jump off a cliff and somehow make our way down, and then go to school. And our shoes were always muddy.
Always muddy. Why don't we just walk on the street?
You didn't just like,
Like
get
normal
some
kid.
get some grocery bags and tie them around your shoes.
Yeah. What about the Blue Nova you used to drive?
Oh, that was my ride.
Right?
You know how you say you wish. That's one thing
Dude.
I wish I still had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
because
what's crazy?
I had that thing later in life. Like, I think I still had it in my senior year. I did have it in my
Yeah,
senior
yeah,
year. in
yeah.
high
You
school.
had it in high school.
And then for some reason, I sold it so I can get a Hyundai. Not a Honda, a Hyundai. Like, why? Why would
Just
I do
kick
that?
yourself in the ass.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time and
I wish I still
what
had
would you
that
tell
car.
yourself?
Yeah. I still remember, and I don't know if you were part of this, but when I would get grounded from my car, my dad would take the keys with him to work, right? So one day I'm like, go out and see if these scissors will start this car.
Oh my God, you should.
So I had a pair of scissors like the ones you cut hair with that are real
Yeah,
pointy.
real pointy.
Open it up, put it in there. And this was a 1964 Chevy Nova.
Yeah.
Turned it, and I'm like, I'd be goddamn. It did, So when he went to work, he thought I was at home with my car. My car was at home on a Friday night.
Yeah.
My mom would go to sleep, put it in neutral. We would push it out into the street.
You want to turn it on? You gotta
Didn't
just
turn
push
it on until I got to the bottom of the hill. Go to the bottom of the hill, turn it on, gone all night, bro.
Man, that car was dope too.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
because we used to
It was
go
it was,
everywhere.
yeah,
You
but
were
it was-
you were the one that was driving. You
But
know,
it was
you had the car.
nice. Do you remember when it was not nice?
No, I don't.
Well, there was a time where it was not nice.
Yeah.
And
Just
and guys would
'cause-
get in my car and we would go to the pool that was over in Turner area.
it was,
Sunshine?
dude.
What was the name of
I
that
lived.
place?
I literally
Was it called Sunshine?
no. It was Sun and Surf.
What was it again?
Sun and Surf.
Sun and yes.
Yeah.
So my
You're
car
amazing. I remember all this shit, right?
Was, I'm so fucking amazed. So, am I not supposed to cuss? But
no,
yeah,
no, no.
that's
You're
it.
good. You're good.
So I'm amazed at you. So anyway, so we would go to the pool, and my car was 10 different colors.
Yeah.
That guys would be like, "Dude, drop me off here. Don't." I don't
I
want
was
to ride.
a part of that. I was a part of that group, but I don't remember.
I don't want to
doing
ride
that
to.
you.
I don't want to ride all the way to the front. I'm like, you're gonna ride all the way to the front. If you ever want to ride,
If you want
my
to
car
ride,
again,
yeah. I was a part of that group. I don't remember telling you that, but
Do you
yeah.
remember where the stereo was in that car?
the what?
Do you
The
remember
stereo was in the glove box. So no, he could never
So
get.
you had to pop it
No.
open,
you know,
or
you would
it just
you would
sat?
just drop the door open, and it was
So
sitting right
everything
there.
in the front, the dash was original.
Yeah.
It looked like it had the old radio, 8-track old radio, but I had big speakers in the back.
Oh, so you
in the
wired it
box,
through,
and I wired through, and I put my stereo system was in the glove box so that nobody could steal it.
sure.
And it was a big square one with equalizers, and it was loud. Like, I love that car.
Yeah, that
We
was.
got a lot of memories in that car.
Yeah,
I
of
had-
course. One of the good memories. Well, I don't know if it was a good memory, but we were driving home, and we ran out of gas.
Oh man.
Remember, we ran out of gas right on Metropolitan, and McCall's was right there, and we didn't even make it. So we all got out. There was probably 3 or 4 of us, and we pushed it. We pushed it into the gas station. And you're like, anybody have any money? We're like, hell no, we ain't got no money. So then we started going through your floor, through your
Looking for quarters.
seats.
Well, that's back when I think gas was like
Hey,
$1 a gallon.
Right, so we were able to find, you had some quarters there. Of course, you had quarters because that's one thing that I always remember that you would always ask for your mom or your dad. Mom, ¿me puedes dar una cora?
Yeah.
Una cora? That's what you used to say that,
Because
right?
we would go and buy cookies and stuff at school.
Okay.
Remember the little concession stand they had off
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
side? So I would always ask for quarters, and I would always
And
have
that's
change.
and that's what you would call it, a cora.
Cora.
Cora. And I was like,
Una cora.
wow, that's how you say quarter in Spanish, a cora. And I always remember that. Yeah, that's fun. So
lot of
yeah,
memories.
eventually we grabbed all the change, and I think we put a little over $1
Yeah.
and got us home.
Love that car, bro. We got it. We went everywhere in that thing. It used to be my dad's car, and he fixed it up, gave it to me, fixed it up.
Yeah.
And then one day he drove it for some reason and wrecked it. Gave it back to me, 10 different colors. And eventually I saved enough money.
And who
to
painted
pay-
it?
Paid your Uncle Dan.
Yeah, the one who
uh,
almost took your
the one
eyeball
that-
out with
yeah.
the snowball.
He gave me a deal, by the way. So
No,
I'm the manager anymore, Danny. I'm good.
We're even now.
He gave me
We're
a good
even.
deal.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
He probably felt bad for me.
Yeah,
So
so-
yeah, your Uncle Danny painted it, and it was
But
Nice.
and you know what's
Nice,
crazy?
bro.
Over the weekend, it was one of those Saturday, Sunday. From my house, I drove to Price Chopper, and I saw that Nova,
oh my gosh,
same color,
love that.
and it went right by me, and I was like, and I was gonna call you, and I was like, I didn't. know.
I see one every once in a while.
And
There's something
then,
about-
sure enough, coming home, we freaking passed right by each other. That was a sign that Juan's coming on the podcast here soon. Because
do you remember the shocks on that thing.
I don't.
So my dad put air shocks on it on the back with the air chuck in the back, and you would air it up, and the car would go.
Yeah, you'd raise up the back.
So I was like a low rider type of guy.
Yeah.
I was more like a hot rod.
Yeah.
My car was more like a hot rod. So you would air the back up, and it would be like a hot
raise
rod.
it up.
Raise it up,
Yeah.
just the back. It's cool shit.
Yeah, that was.
That car.
that was
I
a
learned
good
a lot
time,
of that
man.
car. That's how I learned how to work on cars is with that car.
You want to try and
Yeah.
get through those?
Yeah. So
We could talk for hours, Marty.
I know we can. So man, we used to go everywhere with that car. To the little goals. Remember, we used to call it the little goals. We would drive up to
Dunk
Roland
goals?
Park. Yeah.
Yeah.
Duncan goals, but we'd always play ball there.
Yeah.
How about the time when we watched the KU 1988 national championship game?
Ooh,
Do you remember that when we watched it at your house?
I don't remember that.
You know what's crazy is because I think I asked you, and then you asked your mom or dad if I could bring a VHS tape to use the VCR because I wanted to record it. And I recorded it, and I still have that tape. See, that's another thing I have is
Wow, that's crazy.
1988 national championship.
Were you part of the group that went to visit Lawrence, and we snuck into the gym? We were looking for Danny Manning.
No.
And we actually ran in, found all the players. I think Victor was there.
Yeah.
But
What was it, a LULAC trip, or you guys just took off to Lawrence?
It was a LULAC trip.
See, I didn't
So
go.
we
I've never.
snuck
I
into
never
the
went.
gym, snuck into the locker room, found all the players. What was the player? Big tall player. His name is Randall. I want to say he was.
Oh yeah, there was a John Randall.
Big dude.
Yeah.
So we walk in and they're like, "Hey, we're trying to find Danny
Yeah.
Manning. Want to get his autograph?" And I remember him going, "Oh, he's right there," and he pointed at the dude's. He's right.
Pointed at some dude's fetus.
Damn. We're like, damn. These go, and then they started giving us shit because we didn't want their autograph. Like, you're not, I want Danny Manning's autograph. He's like, he's right there.
I don't know. Maybe the time, but like the fact that you just could walk into their
We
locker room.
literally walked into the
That's-
locker room. And then we were
And the fact that they didn't say anything either is like
they didn't. I mean, we just
Nobody
walked right
cared?
in. It was great.
so weird.
That's the fearless part of us. We did whatever we wanted.
Yeah, you know what? I guess so.
We
You know,
didn't think about the consequences.
I guess not. You know, a lot of days you can get, stuff comes back to haunt you because everything can be recorded. I guess the only way that this stuff can is by sharing it.
Yeah.
Which is, the whole point of this.
Yeah.
These memories.
Yeah. Remember the firework? Remember when we had the firework battle?
Bottle rocket fights?
Yeah. We
Co-
went to Clopper.
Clopperfield.
Remember that?
With the
Yeah,
Arpezes, Lewis and
Anthony,
Yeah.
and they were with the Armentas.
yeah.
And we had our group.
We had our group on one side, and I was just telling my kids
We-
the other day.
we were
'cause
like-
I don't like fireworks.
Yeah.
Right. When I'm like,
I mean,
hate-
so we walked from our house with all of our
They're good for
fireworks.
business, though.
We
What's that?
walked
They're
all.
good for business, though.
yeah, that's true.
we
Start
walked-
fires.
Yeah, they do.
we walked all the way. We walked all the way down to Clopper Field.
Yeah.
You know where Clopper
Yeah,
Field is? Remember that? Where you used to play soccer there.
Yeah, but that was back when
and
they had
all
the
of-
stadium still, isn't it?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was that.
Yeah, that's true.
And then they had. So boom, we had the bottle rockets
Yeah,
and the Roman candles.
And the Roman candles.
Should take him to your wrist and
And
Like
then-
I had a real good system. I would light them and I'd hold them, and I would throw them, and they would go up in the air. And as soon as
they top heavy and then
and right at somebody.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, and of course, remember it ended because somebody just
Did somebody throw them 80 or something?
no.
Oh my God.
All of a sudden, it was just gunfire. We were getting too close. All of a sudden, bang, 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 bang. We're like, all right, dude. All right, troops, it's time to turn back.
We lost. Let's
So
go.
boom, I remember we all took off running back, and I remember jumping a fence. And back then, we used to wear the Bermuda shorts.
Oh yeah.
Remember the shorts that look like swim trunks.
Yeah.
But they were like flowers, and they were
Hawaiian-
just called Bermuda
Hawaii, yeah.
Hawaiian shorts. But they're called Bermuda shorts. And I remember jumping a fence, and it got caught and freaking ripped on the back of the ass. Just ripped it completely. I was like, damn, man, I just ripped my shorts, and we had to walk all the way home.
you running with your hand covering yourself.
Yeah, so
God.
yeah, I ruined a pair of shorts, and I remember Grandma got mad because I ruined a pair of shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are some good old times.
Do you remember our thing we used to do every time I would run into you? Because I was a little guy. Do you remember? I would run.
Oh yeah. So Juan would see me, and I'd be like, "All right, let's go." So I would get down in this stance, and Juan would run,
Full blast, bro.
and then jump sideways.
And he would catch it.
I'm listening.
So he would jump sideways, and then all of a sudden he's parallel to the ground, boom, and then I would catch him. I have no idea why we did that.
We used to do that all the time.
We need to just do that. We need to try it one more time.
Just throw your arms
Yeah,
out.
you just throw his arm
I
and
would
legs
just,
straight.
like, I would trust him, bro. If you drop me, I'm going to get fucked.
Hey, you never did hit me hard to where I had to fall back. I was like, all right, boom. That's funny. You remember that? Yeah. I remember that. Yep.
Bro.
Remember we were at your house, and we that back window that you guys had,
Yeah? Oh.
and we jumped out.
I thought you were going to say we would catch cats in the neighborhood and throw them out the...
Oh my
we would
God.
we would catch cats, and we would...
They were stray cats.
Literally 2 stories, and sorry all you cat lovers. But we would always throw them out to see if they would land on
other feet. Yeah, like they're supposed to.
They always did, bro.
They never,
No
nobody
matter-
got hurt. It was all good.
Yeah.
You toss them and then they climb back up and then you just do it all over
It
again.
seemed like it was the same cat. Like they liked it. They thought it was fun because we would always catch the same damn cat in my front yard.
Did you like feed them along with toss?
I mean, no. But they would always come back. It's like you would think, hey, we ain't going back there. They're gonna throw us out the back window. I think they enjoyed it. It was a little.
So then I think that's why I think we tried to jump out of it.
yeah, we did try to.
So I
They
remember
can do it. We can do it.
we
Oh
jumped
my.
out.
When we got scared, we would
hang on. I'll be like, okay, let go, so I can go. And then you'd go, and then you'd fall, and then you'd roll over, and you'd be laying there for a little bit. I'm like, you all right? Oh, my back, my legs, oh, my shit. All right, I'm on my way. So I would do the same thing, and boom, I would land all crooked. And, so then the both of us are laying in the grass, like, oh shit! I don't think that was a good idea, boy. Man,
broke my ankles.
yeah, I think we only did that one time because we're like, it doesn't look that high. You know, it was probably like 8 feet in the air.
Bro, we used to do it. Yeah, our living in Argentina was so much fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
We had some good times, man.
Our childhood was great. I always see my kids, and they don't have the same thing. I don't know if you did in your neighborhood. Like we did.
No, I mean circumstantially, no.
Like everything revolved around Franklin Center.
The area.
Yeah.
That area we would do, and it was so usually the same group of kids. We knew each other from the like I said, the time we were 5th grade until I still know a lot of these guys from even now as adults.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time together. It was.
It's funny that you're saying this because Chewy sent me a text last week, and he said, "Hey, cousin, Saturday, it's supposed to be like 102. Let's see if we can get the guys together and let's go play some baseball at Franklin."
Did you tell him Juan's not coming?
I said, I should have texted. Juan's not going to be there because it's too damn hot.
It's 102. Want to show up at 9:00 at night? Hey, as soon as it gets to 70,
So remember when we used to play baseball there, right?
yeah, I remember that.
Okay, remember, yeah, because Juan was a lefty and didn't have the glove, so he'd have to turn one of our gloves into a lefty, so he would just make it all weird looking. It'd be all weird looking.
Home runs were hitting the big yellow house.
For us righties, and then
righties,
for you lefties, you guys had to hit Franklin.
But remember, I always hit. I never hit left-handed.
Oh yeah,
I would
you
always
did.
hit
You
right.
were right because I was going to ask you if you ever hit Franklin.
No, I never did. It was
Yeah.
your
Cousin Robert. Robert and Albert.
Albert.
Yeah, they were the lefties.
They were
Then
lefties.
Poncho, when he would play, all the
we would
lefties
play
would hit.
so many sports.
And I told that story with Poncho that Robert one time hit it freaking over the school.
yeah.
And then we found the tennis ball in his backyard. He was sitting in his backyard like, oh shit, damn, you hit it all the way to the backyard.
I mean, they would set up volleyball nets during the summer.
Yeah.
Remember we used to play volleyball? We'd play
Mr. Carrillo,
baseball.
remember Mr.
Yeah, I
Carrillo,
do remember
the
Mr.
Spanish
Carrillo.
speaking office.
We would play baseball there. We would freaking
Volleyball,
kickball,
soccer. We did it all. Football. Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunity you can have with the blacktop.
Yeah.
Yes, it was gonna be hot,
I
but
mean,
it was a flat
we-
surface, and that didn't stop you guys from freaking playing football and tackling each other on some asphalt.
We would
Yeah,
play tackle football.
and tackle football would happen.
Yeah.
on the
You tackle
asphalt.
and you get up and go "Tss," like a big old scar on
Yeah.
you.
It was always something. During the summer, we would leave in the morning.
You get to drive around on the go kart.
Did you remember the go kart?
Go-kart, yeah.
Yeah, it's come up on the episode, so
Do you still have-
everybody remembers
Do you
it.
still have that?
Man, I wish.
Yeah.
I wish. I
your
wish I
dad-
would have had it for these guys.
Did your dad build that?
No, he built everything but that.
I mean, your grandpa used to build everything, bro. I mean, I think he built a 20-foot trailer out of scrap metal from work. Not even bullshit.
Yeah, he did
real.
actually. He did.
Like he loved to tinker.
always
He
doing
would always
something.
put out like, damn.
You know what? It's funny you say that because I have this device at home that I found in his down in the basement, and he even had it was made of wood. What you do is you take a drill and you put it upside down in this device, and then you lock it up. He had these little hinges and little hooks. You
And you would
lock
have
it
a
up,
dr- and
and,
you would have-
then you put a brick behind it. He had a brick sitting in there. Man, I'll take a picture and I'll send it to you. And then he had a switch where he had it wired up, and
He was like a MacGyver, bro. Crazy.
dude, you would see that and you'd be like, "Yeah, that's your dad's shit,
Yeah.
man." Because and it still works.
And
it still works.
even I still remember even back
You
then.
pan it? Is it? Wait, was it essentially just like a homemade like drilling, like just like lining up and?
It was more of a sander because the drill was upside down and he put like a sanding disc, so you would turn it on and you know the sanding disc would spin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I
he
still
used it
remember
for.
like laughing about, damn, your dad built this thing
Yeah,
even back when we were freaking 13
That
years
was
old.
that was the thing. Yeah, you guys would always say, and especially I remember you. Yeah, you'd say, "Did your dad make this?" He did. God, yeah, really? He made this and I'm like,
trailer?
yeah. He made me a basketball goal once
Yeah.
out of a rim a barrel, a rim of a barrel. You know.
Didn't he make your dog a big dog house?
Yeah.
I can't remember that dog.
Yeah.
What was the name of your dog?
I had Dino. I had Prince.
The one that used to eat everything.
Well, they all did.
I mean, now you try to give your dogs like healthy
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
That dog.
Them dogs.
We
and
chained them
those.
They
You gave
were
them
always
scraps,
chained
man.
up, and we
get the
give them
bones.
bones and
Yeah.
chicken
Yeah.
bone,
Eat
the
it
little
up.
chicken
And
wing bones.
They lived. It seemed to me like they lived a long
They lived
time.
longer. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
I mean,
You never had to walk them. Now it's like the wife and the kids. My wife especially is like, hey, you want to take Coda for a walk?
no.
Dogs. Back in those days, dogs didn't have to walk. And they live longer. Like they just want to be left alone. So leave the dog alone. He just wants to chill.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, you're right. And our dog's the same way. Our dog likes to go for walks, but
Do you take him for walks?
we have to take him like at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
He's just wild. I mean,
barks at people.
barks at people. Barks. I mean, there for a while he was barking at cars. He barks at other dogs from across. He hears a dog barking. He's barking at that.
It's entirely territorial though.
Yeah.
Like we'll take him to a dog park, and then he's antisocial. He'll go sniff a dog, but he's not like barking, and he just like wants to sit in the water.
Becomes
don't
a
mess with my
becomes a
stuff.
becomes
Yeah.
a different dog
Really?
Yeah.
at the dog
My
park.
dog is chill as shit. He's just chill.
Yeah.
Our dog's jealous. Our dog's
You
a
have
jealous
a
dog.
You have a golden doodle.
Golden doodle.
Golden
Yeah,
doodle.
same thing.
Yeah.
Except he's not golden.
Yeah.
So the
Pure
dog's
black.
good.
Yeah, I mean he's still alive.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the story
last
about
time
that, right?
last time I talked to you, you
So
guys had to
he's-
take it somewhere.
He's had 2 surgeries already.
Híjole.
Jeez.
The first one was
Part of the family.
Yeah, the white. Yeah, nobody wants to let him go. I
Right.
mean that whole story about that my dog is just
That's another
that's
time,
a whole
right?
episode, bro.
That's a
It-
whole
It
new-
would.
I
It's
know.
a surreal thing. So I'm somebody probably got to go to work, right?
I do.
Yeah. So no, real quick. Okay, so we'll end this podcast in this way.
We never got there. We missed so many things.
I know there's still more. We can do another one.
We can
Believe me, we can do another one.
Part 2.
Yes, we'll definitely call it part 2. Okay, I like to end my the podcast with my guests with favorites. So I'll just ask you 5 favorites. So vehicle, which vehicle that you owned was your favorite?
Nice Chevy Nova,
Was it?
1964.
Surprised you
Chevy
haven't tried to
Nova.
get another one.
Oh man,
Just
there's-
go get one,
Yeah,
man.
I would love like a project car.
Yeah,
It would be great. I love the backseat in that car.
yeah.
This was big.
For a lot of reasons. Easy, Juanito. Chinga. All right, we're cutting that part out, people. We are
Cut
cutting
it
that
out. Sorry, sorry, honey.
All right.
Although Julie's probably been in that backseat.
That's it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. Number 2, favorite color.
Blue. My
Blue.
daughter-in-law was gonna laugh at this because
Why?
she's always giving me shit about always wearing.
You're
navy
always wearing blue?
Yeah,
Really?
because
That's your color.
Fire department colors are navy blue.
Okay, well, it makes
Like,
sense. And then now you just wear it all the time.
She's like, "Can you try something?" And I found
Part of the uniform.
Yeah, it's part of the. But I wear navy blue a lot.
Yeah. That's funny. I thought you'd say because
So I was-
you're a Cowboys fan.
So I'm reading. I'm reading a book, workbook. And
Good for you. At least you're reading.
Yeah, at least
That's
I'm
hard
reading,
for me
right?
to do.
So I'm studying for work.
Okay.
And one of the sections was talking about loyalty, and it said that's the reason I wear my work color is because of the loyalty I
Really?
have to my job. So
Okay.
I took a picture of it and screenshotted it
And send it to her.
This is why I'm always wearing
Makes
blue.
sense.
I love my job.
Heck yeah, that's cool.
It's loyal blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, one more. Go.
Favorite place to eat?
Ooh.
I know you got a restaurant. Maybe
know
like
if
an
it's- I don't-
anniversary one,
I don't know
or
if it's a favorite restaurant.
but it's just the one that you go to all the time.
I love eating Vietnamese soup.
Really?
Really?
Pho.
You know,
You ever had pho?
You did.
I got one right here.
Not a phone.
Oh,
A pho.
pho, like
Oh.
an afro.
So I love
Faux
going,
hawk?
Fuck.
Vietnam Cafe. I love going.
We went to one actually in New York.
Dude,
We
it's
did?
nice. I love it.
I'm pretty sure it was either Korean or Vietnamese. I don't really know.
Yeah. So a buddy of mine at work, he's Asian, and he taught me. I actually know how to make it. So I make it at work especially during cold months.
Faux show?
Love it. Full show. We call it full show soup.
Yeah, see?
For show. You get your money's worth. For show. That's cool.
Yeah.
Chris, do you remember going to Vietnamese?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? The place again, like anybody's watching. It was entirely made of entire Asians, Chris. That building in New York.
Oh, when we went to Chinatown.
Oh, that wasn't Chinatown.
Oh, was it?
No, that was
China
Korea.
Village?
China Village.
See, Korean. I said Vietnamese. I don't know.
I know.
All right, keep talking about.
Vietnamese. I
guys-
couldn't remember, but
You guys went to New York?
yeah, we did a couple
we
weeks
took
ago.
a trip, a
Yeah.
family trip. Mario's in D.C. Oh, he's actually here.
I
He's
have
gone
not-
now.
I've
Oh,
not
he's
been to New York, and we're trying to go.
Man, you got to go.
I gotta go.
Yeah, if you could take the family, but I mean, if it's just you two,
I
it's
think
cool.
just Julie and I are gonna
Yeah,
go.
Sandy and I went by ourselves back for a work
I would love to
project.
go see the memorial down there.
It's cool.
I heard
That's
it's
cool, man.
shit, Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a chance to see it a couple times. So
That's
yeah, you
nice.
need to go.
Yeah.
Seriously, you need to go. But yeah, so one of the spots that we went to go eat, Marty and I wanted to try some Asian food.
All that setup just for
Hold on, just keep talking. Keep
Okay,
talking.
and then and it was good. It was some good
so
food.
after you ate the soup, did it go to the other one you kept doing earlier?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
there's-
fart one.
The far
Oh yeah, after we ate,
it went.
yeah, it went. Yeah.
Sound Asian farts.
But we spent a lot of ching in that place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was fun. I mean, yeah, you're right. Yeah, we did eat.
Yeah, some fun.
Yeah, Mario ate a soup and what?
Oh no, I'm just gonna say the next one.
Okay, and stop rushing me.
Well, I gotta
You
work,
gotta
man.
go to work, bro. Gotta make a living.
You work with
Hey.
for my company, and you're gonna be okay. A show that you've been.
Actually, you know what? He can go to work, and we and you could just keep talking all night. Go ahead.
I have to lock up.
Yeah, he's got to work. A show you've binge watched.
A show.
Yeah, like either Netflix or Hulu or whatever. What's your favorite show?
CSI shows.
You like
Not
those?
really?
Yeah. No, not CSI. Take that back. I like that one. The Law and
It's
Order.
got to be.
Law and
Oh,
Order. Love watching Law and Order.
dang! If I knew the theme song. Dun 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 dun. Ain't that how it goes?
Which one was it?
That-
Oh, yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Again,
dun.
my daughter-in-law Ashley loves making fun of me because
You're a
I'm
firefighter watching a cop show.
watching the cop show. Yeah. I love
Yeah,
it.
why don't you watch that one with
I watch all the Chicago
uh,
Fire, Chicago.
yeah, the one with Rob Lowe, the
Oh,
Heat
no.
or whatever that one's
Is it
called.
called 911?
I don't.
Rescue 911.
Reno 911.
Oh, Reno
Yeah,
911.
some of those are kind of too. Yeah.
They're all over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The-
cool.
the
Wow, I
Chicago
thought you would have
ones
said
are-
like Breaking Bad or.
No, I mean I like watching that, but like
But you just like those.
at night before I go to bed, I look for one of those shows and I'll watch it before I go to sleep. I probably have seen every single episode. They've been around for like 20 seasons.
Yeah, it's a long going show.
Olivia's been around for a long time. That's her name.
Nice. So last one, your favorite song. You have a song out there that you just
Ooh.
one of those songs that you just like, man, that you
bro.
go to.
I mean, I don't think I have a favorite song. I have a favorite genre,
What is that?
country music.
Do you really?
I love listening to country music. Yeah.
You like Tennessee whiskey?
Yes.
So,
Chris Stapleton.
Yep.
We're going to go see him in 2 weeks.
Where's he at?
Matter of fact,
Where?
Here at Arrowhead.
Really?
Him and George Strait.
Oh,
yeah.
speaking of George Strait, be badass if he sang El Rey.
Oh.
Have you ever heard
Yeah,
George
I
Strait
have.
sing El Rey?
When I seen it when
Vicente passed or what?
When Vicente passed, yes.
Oh, he sang it there? I'm going to have to look that up.
He sang it at one of his concerts for him. I believe he sang it to his family. Or something. I can't remember.
might
I
have.
remember
I
him
think
singing
you're
it. I'm
right.
like,
No, I-
damn, he sounds good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I love country
I like
music.
listening to that. But
I don't
that's
think
good.
there's not a favorite song. I like just
Like Conway Twitty.
no more
That's old
newer.
stuff.
I do like some older stuff and some newer stuff, but I just like country music overall. I don't listen to as much rap music as I
As we did back in the day.
Yeah, and some of my kids are starting to like country music, so
That's
yeah,
cool.
it's more chill. I even work out to it. You
Dang.
believe that shit? Guys walk by like,
I thought
"Are you
country
work-"
music, you sit down and have a few
Yeah,
beers,
like,
a
"Are
little
you
whiskey.
working out the country music? I'm like, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
When I golf, hey, you guys mind if I play country music? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just put your earbuds in and listen to your country.
Yeah,
That's funny.
That's fine.
yeah,
All right. Well, Juan, thank you so
So
much
we're
for
done?
coming in, man.
yeah. It's been fun, bro. I'm
Good.
glad you had
We
me.
got to. We got
I would say that we probably should do this again because there's a lot of
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Throw in the part 2. I know,
Yeah,
I know you got-
we could do a part 2 because we definitely, if you want, we could talk about your if I don't know if you're undefeated anymore.
we never
know.
got into that. See
I know.
that, bro?
Yeah.
That sounds like a
Yeah.
part 2.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's something that my kids need to hear. Because
Yeah,
they're like,
I know,
"Oh,
and
yeah,
I've told them that,
it's
and
like,
when I see
bro,
them, we talk about that. But
I always tell them.
we'll get back to that.
Well, when I did the gun hoses, they were all like, "Oh, what if you
Oh,
lose?" I
that's
go,
right,
What
Guns
if
N'
you lose?
Hoses.
What if you lose in the guns and hoses? So, well, if I lose, I'll be 99-2. It's okay.
yeah, yeah, and
I
this
lost a
one-
couple, but not many. But I lost a
Right,
couple.
yeah,
Dang, you've only lost one?
and ding. I got to set up.
Yeah.
All right, we will end on.
Appreciate you having me, though. It was fun.
that. Cool. I'm glad you made it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Big Modcast. Adios.